Alright, I decided to just push through, and we're gonna do this right now. We might be a little bit too low level, but that's fine. The branch facility we entered was, not as well preserved as the one we visited in District 4. It seems N-Corp's inquisitors have been using this place as their base for a while. Various torture devices and bits of flesh and machinery, like those we saw in town, came into my sight.
이제 제발 그만해. 너무 고통스러워서.
Please stop. It hurts. It hurts so much.
여자가 고통을 논하는군.
This one speaks of suffering.
필시 거짓 아픔일 것이다. 신경 쓸 것 없다.
It must be a false cry. Pay it no mind.
아니야. 정말 아파. 아프다고요.
No, the pain. It's real. I swear.
불순물을 몸에 붙일 때는 아프지 않았는가? 인간이기를 그만두는데 마음이 소리치진 않았는가?
Did it not hurt to attach these impurities to your flesh? Did your conscience not scream as you rejected your humanity?
그만. 이자가 참회를 하기엔 이미 늦었다.
Enough. This one is too far gone to repent.
보아라. 눈물도 흘리지 않지 않는가. 거짓 고해라는 것이다.
Does the absence of tears not say enough? This one is only pretending to confess.
아니야. 눈물 흘릴 수 있어. 그러니까 제발.
No, wait. I can shed tears. So I beg you, please.
확인하지 않을 필요까지는 없지 않겠는가?
We can afford to verify, can we not?
물론 거짓 없는 울음은 인간성을 의미할 테니.
Indeed, for a genuine effusion of sorrow suggests humanity.
감사합니다. 정말 감사합니다.
I like his voice. I wish I had a voice changer because I'd be able to do a robot voice instead of just like my own. Thank you. Thank you so much.
자, 그대의 눈을 들추어 보겠다.
Now, we shall lift your eye.
눈물샘마저도 추악한 불순물로 몸에 붙인다고 하니 직접 보지 않으면 신뢰할 수 없다.
Their heretical depravity knows no bounds. They've gone so far as to make vile devices that mimic tear glands. We must see with our own true eyes that this isn't the case.
그대의 눈을 뽑아 그 자리에 살이 들어차 있다면 내보내주도록 하지.
We will let you go, if we can confirm that your eye socket is indeed of flesh and blood.
뭐? 안 돼. 안 돼.
What? No. Stop! Huzzah!
이단은 벌레와도 같군.
You heretics truly are like pests.
홀로 자리하지 않고 끊임없이 대업을 방해하는 것이 아주 흡사하도다.
Never alone, with the habit of constantly obstructing our great task. You are kindred creatures indeed. Radya shrugged when I looked back.
왜? 이번엔 나도 한번 나서보고 싶었어.
What? I wanted to take charge for once. Oh boy. This one's gonna be something. So we got 2 Abno fights and... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we can either go to an Abno or a regular, straight into an Abno. The Inquisitors have transformed this branch facility into a torture chamber for prosthesis users, committing blood-curdling murders. The townsfolk were powerless against such torment. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Abno. Okay, I brought a little bit of a mixed team again. Basically, Gregor is gonna be our Slash. Dawn is gonna be Pierce. And then we have 3 Blunt, just because I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of things weak to Blunt. However, We don't have any slash, which I believe is what they're weak to. So, let's see. These guys aren't too bad. So that would be neutral. This would be favored. Let's go ahead and do that. Technically, we could just hit the win rate button, considering these guys are exceptionally weak. So I actually think we're going to do that and just see how it goes. If it goes really bad, then we won't do it anymore.
뭐야, 그새 제법 싸우는 폼이 발전했는데요.
Oh, I'll be. You've all gotten better at fighting, haven't you?
A faint voice calls to us from the corner. Oh, wow, she actually made it a lot further. Sod? Sada was resting against the wall, exhausted. She was covered in bites and gnawings left by the Pekatula.
괜찮으세요? 일어설 수 있으시겠어요?
Are you alright? Can you get up easily? Sada could barely talk, let alone stand on her feet. She slowly began to speak, each word filled with pain.
에피는 어떻게
Evie, how is he?
살아있죠? 밖에서 만났죠?
Alive, yeah? You must have met outside.
You know, not to be this guy, but, you know, and ethical discussions aside, considering she might be moments away from dying, maybe give her a little bit of happiness so she doesn't die in complete despair, you know what I mean? Like, you know, she'll meet him in the afterlife and then she'll know we're lying. But, you know, maybe make her last moments just a little bit less dark. Everyone is hesitant to answer Sada's desperate question. How could any of us inform her of the morbid state Evie was in, and how we had to put him out of his misery?
네, 살아있어요.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice. I think Honglu is, he's got it. Yeah. Yes, he's doing fine now. Honglu answered quietly. No sinner came forward to elaborate.
잡담은 그만하지.
That's enough chatter.
또 그 이상한 것들이 기어오는 듯하니.
It seems more of those oddities are crawling our way. A swarm of Pekatula approached us. It was as though our guilt about lying to her had gained physical form. So, considering it specifically mentions the Pekatula, if we had gone this way, would we have encountered the robot guy instead of her? That's interesting to think about. Also, this is a event. Ooh, yeah, we should definitely go to that. We met a dying sod next to the entrance. No one could truthfully answer her desperate question about Effie's status. Effie. The Pekatulam luxury. Yeah, we've seen this guy plenty of times. Okay, let's see. 1 has a chance for +8, +3, +4. Okay, then. Let's gain some poise. And then I want to gain some haste. This should have really strong potential. Attack power down on you. And our speed is not higher, and they're above 50%, so let's go for the clash.
행동을 개시합니다.
There's a machine in this dilapidated room. A long, bulky lever is at the center of the machine, adorned with springs. The urge to pull it is growing stronger and stronger. What will you do? Ooh, is that a 50-50 chance? Well, we always know I win those. Putting a spontaneous thought into action is as impulsive and uninhibited as a child reaching for off-limit marshmallows. When you pull the lever, a clack follows soon after. The spring begins to turn. Some slow, some quick, some clockwise, others counterclockwise. Watching the machines rumble grow wilder, you feel anxious. Pull the lever! The machine stopped at last. What's happening? In the machine's stead, the room now began to tremble and crack. A moment later, the ceiling split open, giving way to thousands of nails diving downwards. I told you it was a bad idea to mess with it. You and the sitters quickly evacuated the room, but not without harm. Dang it! Well, I think it was worth the gamble, but clearly it did not work out for us. Even after several battles, Guido still pursued us with terrifying persistence. We stopped him at last, and leaving Sod behind, we proceeded to the next area. Everything was a terrible mess, and nobody had the words for energy for words. You see a large gate in the distance. There's something eerie about the pointed fences and stone walls. It looks to be the only way through the area, but it's guarded by a large number of inquisitors. Is there anything we could do about them? Oh, what? Okay, this one's not happening. Let's see. Run a lust check, then begin a combat encounter. Pass to reduce the number of waves by 2. Run a pride check, then begin a combat encounter. Buff to buff all allies, reduce the number of waves. Now, what kind of buff are we talking about? Like an attack power buff? Because if that's the case, we could probably get through it relatively easily and recover a lot of our SP. But only going through one fight is, You know what? You know what? We're gonna get buffed. Let's get buffed. Oh my god. The forest is dense, but there are still gaps within it. If we tread carefully, we might be able to strike the Inquisitors from behind. It'd give us a considerable advantage in the upcoming battle. Holy... Don, I need you to roll a heads, please. Oh my god, another 50-50? Are you kidding me? 50-50. Law of probability. Yeah! Don slowly walked into the woods. Soon enough, a few Inquisitors fell to the ground.
Heretics! The heretics are here!
But we couldn't take them all down at once. It was enough to break their formation. We'll be able to pass through once we take the rest down. Enemy waves reduced by 1 for the next battle. At the start of the battle, all ally units gain 3 attack power up. Combat encounter. Win the next battle to gain an ego gift, a sign.
굳이 자만하지 않겠어?
Well, you know what? If it works. Okay, we're favored. Big favored. Dominating into a double blue. That's what I'm talking about. We have a really good chance to win these clashes. Instant stagger. Ouch.
지금이 기회입니다.
Oh, and we gain the attack power up. Yes. That is so nice. Okay, dominating. This is fine. Double dominating for attack power up. And then let's go for the double tremor.
행동을 개시합니다. 적을 난파시켰습니다.
Okay, very good.
늘 새롭다니까요.
Okay. Orange, yellow, purple, purple. Let's go yellow into light blue.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Okay, very good.
야, 늘 새롭다니까요.
Wow, okay. Okay, it's time for the big boys. Double green. Next coin has more power. Yes, dominating into double... Yeah, double yellow.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Ooh, easy stagger with the 69. Ah! Reduced a little bit of damage on Mersault, but he still
적을
ends up taking a bit.
난파시켰습니다.
Okay. AoE time. gain... Well, actually, you know what? Our SP is actually doing fine. So, let's try and make this work, shall we? Inflict tremor. I don't think he took damage, so let's do that twice. Multiple yellows. Oh, yeah. This ought to be good.
환락에 삼켜지기 전에.
Anchored away. Come here.
Jeez, it didn't even kill him.
당연한 결과죠.
늘 새롭다니까요.
Okay.
늘 새롭다니까요.
표정대로.
That could have gone so much worse. I heard that familiar yet ominous sound of a nail being dragged across the floor from not too far away.
관리자님, 앞으로는 확인 사살을 기본 전투 계획에 넣는 것이 어떠신지 건의드립니다.
Oh my god, no way. Guido's still alive? Manager, if I may be forward, I would suggest soon including steps in your combat protocol to confirm that our foes are dead. The thought of his return makes what hair I have stand on end. So this guy definitely has, like, HP bullets or something. Because there's no way he should have walked away from both of these. And we've already seen that HP bullets are, quote, in the public. So I think that's what's going on here. He effectively has, oh, what serum is it that the claw has? It's not W. Is it K? Serum K? The green one that heals? He effectively has that.
이단은 말살되어야 한다.
He's certainly not looking very good, though.
Ye heretics must be exterminated.
How long have you been? Guido approaches at a slower gait than before, but his gaze is firmly fixed on me.
그리고 나머지는 정화한다. And the rest shall be purified.
I needed to rewind the clock. Most of the sinners were either dead or gravely injured. No. Injured, not dead. There was no way an effectively non-combatant manager and someone barely holding on to her life could take him.
멈추세요.
Please stop. Just then Sod pulled out a gun. She pointed the barrel at me.
움직이지 마시길 바랍니다.
I need you to keep still.
그 시계를 돌리는 순간 제 총이 그대로 머리를 꿰뚫어 버릴 거예요.
She knows we're lying? Or does she think this is all our fault? Both? Both. The moment you try to turn that clock, my gun will blow off your head. Sod?
그렇게 쳐다봐도 저한텐 안 들려요. 하지만 말해드릴게요.
Don't look at me like that. I can't hear you, but I can tell you this.
당신을 없애는데 협조하면 에피는 살려서 보내준다고 했어요.
Oh, so our little lie backfired. What was supposed to give her comfort in her final moments made her turn on us. They promised to let Ify go if I helped to get rid of you.
시간을 지나치게 오래 끌었다. I let too much time pass.
Guido comes to me and grabs me by the neck. Then he grips my head tightly with his other hand, as if to crush it. Creaks, cracks, and rattles ring inside my head. His fingers being inches away from shattering my head terrifies me. Is this it? Is this how I die? Could this have turned out differently if I was a better manager? I remember Heathcliff menacingly asking if there was a way to open up my head so he could see what's inside. Tough luck, Heathcliff. You'll be missing out on a good show. I heard a sound. It was the sound of something breaking. Fortunately for me, it didn't come from my head. Guido staggers. A nail was lodged in his back, and Sinclair was gasping for air behind him. He was nearly unconscious, lying still until moments ago. It's a miracle that he managed to get up and do this. I could escape Guido's grasp thanks to him. But Guido stood firm despite Sinclair's desperate attack. He collected his breath and slowly turned around.
그렇군.
I see.
그대 또한 이단이라는 것이군. You too are a filthy heretic.
너희들 다 미쳤어. 제정신이 아니야.
You're all insane. Out of your minds.
진행자께서 말씀하셨지. The one who grips had once said. 그대도 또한 진행자일 수 있었다고. That you could have become the one as well. 그러나 What a shame. 쉬는 방향이 잘못되었군. You grip with the wrong direction.
Sinclair. Oh, run away. I can't help you.
아니요. 이제 안 도망쳐요.
No, I'm not running anymore.
좋은 대답이네요, 싱클레어 씨.
I like that answer, Sinclair. Gunfire filled my ears. But the bullet struck Guido's head.
스스로 멸망에 이르는 자들이여.
Imagine getting shot in the head and still being able to not only stand, but talk.
You who brings ruination upon yourselves. 망치는 계속해서 그대들을 쫓을 것이니. The hammer shall continue to pursue you.
With those words, Guido fell to the floor, motionless. And in that hush, I heard her handgun drop to the floor. Sod.
에피는 역시 죽었죠?
He's dead, isn't he?
당신들은 허술해요. 거짓말을 하려면 좀 그럴듯한 표정이라도 짓던가요.
You're all terrible liars. At least try to make it somewhat believable.
소드 씨, 얼른 나가자고. 지혈 좀 하고 그러면은 괜찮을 거야.
Come on, Sod. Let's get you out of here. You'll be okay. Just gotta stop the bleeding and get you patched up.
맞아요. 제가 지혈대를 챙겨.
Right. I'll get a tourniquet.
무슨 말을 하는 거예요? 제대로 움직이기도 힘든데.
Don't be stupid. I can hardly lift a finger.
더군다나 저 신문관들은 계속 올 텐데요. 당신들은 계속 내려가야 하잖아요.
Besides, those inquisitors will keep on coming, won't they? You guys need to keep moving down.
제가 여길 맡을 겁니다. 먼저 가세요.
I'll hold them off here. You should go.
어떻게 그래요?
You can't do that.
제대로 움직이기도 힘들다면서요. 그래서는 어떻게 뒤를 맡기겠어요? 네?
You said yourself that you can hardly lift a finger. I can't let you watch our backs when you're in such a mess. Please?
저기 이럴 땐 그냥 고개 끄덕이고 잽싸게 넘어가면 되는 거랍니다.
You know, in moments like this, you're supposed to just nod at me and be on your way.
격떨어지게 남은 사람 걱정을 왜 하는 거예요?
Why do you care so much about the one who volunteered to stay behind?
그치만
You can't just...
이거 진짜 구질구질한 장면인 거 알아요? 기껏 멋있는 구도가 잡혔잖아요.
You're making this pretty awkward, you know that? Here, I thought I could have a cool farewell.
파우스트, 얼른 이 멍청이들 데리고 가줘요.
Faust, please take these absolute dorks out of here.
베르길리우스 씨한테는 안부 전해드리죠.
I'll make sure to give Vergilius your regards.
안부는 무슨.
No need.
인사나 한번 와달라고 해주세요. 무슨 뜻인지 알죠?
Just tell him to come visit and say hello someday. You know what I mean?
네.
Of course. We headed for the next area, leaving Sod to die. We all stayed silent for a long while. A sign. Sinclair's determination to stand up to Cromer after 3 strokes have been drawn. I suppose we could take Sinclair to fight Cromer. I can hear the sound of something scuttling along the floor. I wonder what it might be, but part of me doesn't want to find out. A steel door rests on one side of the room. It looks too thick to be easily broken or breached with force. There's gotta be something totally valuable through here if it's guarded this tight. The sinner might be right. Treasure might be waiting behind the door. What should you do? Wrath! Yeah, we have a lot more wrath. The steel is thick, but it might not be impossible for a sinner to move it ajar. Who's the right person for the job? 9? Okay, we would have to high roll, no way. It's doable. We would have to hit the 50-50 again. Oh, alright, she's got the best chance. Oh, wait a minute. No, she doesn't. Man, too many 50-50s. Might as well, I suppose. So let's think. We have to hit... Dang, we have to hit 2 of them. That's worse. Crap. 6 to 20. No. 50-50. Oh! Ishmael pushed at the door with all her might. The door shook little by little, but refused to give way. Alright, you've done enough. I tried to get... Oh, that was me. I tried to get the sinner to stop, but she kept pushing. After some time, there! The door was open. A path was hidden behind it. Hey! There's a new path on the map.
어떻게 해내긴 했네요.
Whoa. Oh, we're really incentivized to explore in this one. What in the world? Everything there of an inquisitor. Instincts. Turn count. At 4+ count, change to an aggressive stance. +4 attack power up, and +4 protection. On hit, heal 10% of max health, gain 1 instinct. Oh, he's nothing there. Very cool. Heal 10% of max HP, inflict 10 bleed. At the start of the turn, gain attack power and protection by the count of instincts. Behavior depends on the count of instincts. Okay, so they're probably weak to blunt, but we don't know yet. We're favored. Okay, speed is higher. Oh, but we're struggling. But we're dominating here, so let's go ahead and try that. Target... Okay, you know what? Slash damage up. We're neutral here. That is okay. Let's do offense level. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty poor chance to win that. Unopposed. Let's go ahead and do that. And then dominating. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Wow, we are doing no damage. 6 damage. Amazing. That protection. Yikes. Okay, we got multiple counters. You know what? How close to a stagger? Or do they not stagger? Oh wait, no, they're abnormalities. What am I talking about? Okay, dominating. Let's gain some attack power. Yep. Target took previous damage. Yes. Gain attack power up. And paralysis.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Oh wait, no, I have. I was gonna say, I don't ever think I've shown hers, but I have. It's just been a while. Okay, 61, pretty good. Break yourselves upon my body. Alright, let's gain some sanity back. Okay, dominating, yes. Gain some poise. He also should be dead. Inflict some rupture, and inflict a tremor.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
Behold! Yeah!
뭔지 보여주지. 아름답진 않네.
Down. Drilling stab! Now let me shove you in this here bag.
이 안에 담아주지.
Dang it. You know what? One right.
행동을 개시합니다.
Nerd. Old warehouse key. Used in certain events. Expires on use. Let me guess. Dozens of old broken crates litter the floor. Ugh. Cobwebs. Clearing things away, you found 3 particularly large crates buried underneath. These are all locked. Looks like they have keyholes of the same shape. Alas, the key is of a soft constitution. It won't be feasible to use it again once it has been inserted into a lock. Sounds like you only get one try. Which one should you open? Boost tremor attacks? God, 50% again? We have a lot of people with tremor. Let's think. In fact, most of our blunt characters have tremor. Tremor. Tremor could be really good. Alternatively, if that boost defense is protection, I would prefer that. I really want that extra tremor, but let's keep it safe. This is... Crate contained a worn helm. Oh, fine. Oh, 'tis the proper equipment of a knight, is it not? One sinner excitedly rubs the helm clean. Not a bad haul, all things considered. We carried it, and our sinner infatuated by it, and left the room. Okay. Defense skill power +1. Okay. It's not bad. I'm not willing to say that it is bad, but it's not exactly what we wanted. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go... I want to see what's up here, just in case. And then we're going to do these two, and then we're going to heal. That seems like the best choice. So let's go back. Okay. Yeah, I really would have preferred that extra tremor. Especially since I feel like we're going to be using our blunt characters a lot. And, like, let's just look right here. Like, for example, tremor. And double tremor. And tremor. So, definitely a big shame. It was just a lot safer to go for defensive. And it's not like we're not going to get use out of it. But, yeah. The N-Corp Inquisitors were busy torturing someone. A filtered scream fills a cramped room. Their victims are people with prosthetic bodies. Sinclair didn't utter a word, but his eyes were full of wrath, and fear was fixed on the torturers. He breathed heavily at irregular intervals, his body shaking. He looks like he might charge forth at any second. Do you stop him, or... Run a wrath check, then begin a combat encounter. Use Sinclair for the check to gain a sign. Pass to weaken all enemies. Huh. Okay. Do you really mean it? When you explain your plan to Sinclair, he looks back at you with surprise. I thought you would stop me. He spoke anxiously, but he seemed nevertheless happy with the decision. Got it. I'll do it. Sinclair sprinted to where the Inquisitors were alongside the other sinners. Sinclair was healed for 30 SP. Dawn was healed for 10 SP. Oh, because it's the right thing to do, so she was happy too. Heretics! The heretics have arrived! As the sinners approach, the Inquisitors cast their victim aside to charge at us. You... Blah. Sinclair stood against them at the forefront, but the hammer might be too big for Sinclair's weapon to stop. Should Sinclair really deal with it? Or should you order another sin or two? Sinclair, buddy, you've got this. You've got this. Look at those odds. You've got this, my friend. Get him. After all, this is his fight, first and foremost. I'm not gonna... Sinclair locked his halberd against the handle of the hammer and parried it to the side. With their leader's attack thwarted, the Inquisitors were thrown into disarray. We'll be able to keep the flow of the battle in our favor by taking the lead now. Ego gift, a sign earned. Combat encounter. All enemies are inflicted with 5 attack power down.
다행이에요.
어디서 짐승이 기어다니는 소리 들리지 않아?
You hear beasts crawling around somewhere? There certainly is the sound of something moving along the floor.
저것들도 환상체인가?
Are those abnormalities?
자세히 봐요. 환상체가 아니에요. 인장이 박혀 있어요.
Take a closer look. They aren't abnormalities. See that emblem? Ishmael whispered softly to us. Upon closer inspection, I could spot the emblems she mentioned. They were the ones worn by the Inquisitors.
에고 침식 현상이군요.
Ego corrosion has rested them.
그 기분 나쁜 상태를 말하는 건가?
You mean that nauseating state?
전투 중에 멘탈이 흔들릴 때 그랬던 것 같은데. 마치 뭔가에 잡아먹히는 것 같다고 할까요?
Hasn't happened to me yet. I think it happened to me in battle once when I was on the verge of a breakdown. It was like I was being devoured. I wouldn't know.
우자구적 씹혀 먹히는 것과는 괴가 다르지만 본질을 좀 먹어 들어간다는 것을 생각하면 괜찮은 표현이네요.
Although it's not quite like consumption in the conventional sense, I do suppose that it is a serviceable analogy, seeing as it eats away at your essence.
그리고 이 장소는 아까 층과는 다르게 의체들을 고문만 하는 장소가 아닌 것 같아요.
And in observation, unlike the last floor, this place does not seem to be exclusively for torturing prosthesis users.
스스로 침식을 강행시키는 장소라는 말이 타당하겠군요.
It would be fair to say that its purpose is to induce corrosion unto oneself. Staring at those beings stumbling about. It evoked complex feelings that made me sigh. Is my artificial head really worth raging over? So much so that they would transform themselves into something far more hideous than having a clock for a head? Choosing to lose themselves being possessed? What about when they claim the golden bow after going to these lengths? Will it even be used for their benefit? Then, it occurred to me. Am I really so different from those unsightly zealots? I'm searching for the golden bows without even knowing what they'll be used for. Whoa.
Four-legged beast.
Rabid ram. Bleed. Great. Sharp alertness. 20. Yeah. Alright, so it goes up to 10. Ouch. I'm being bitten by something. Let's see, passives. No idea. What about their story? Wow, they actually have story? Limbus Company lore? Time to read it. Okay. Let's inflict defense power down. Some rupture never hurt. Actually, you know what? Let's go for some of these dodges. We gain attack power up regardless. Offense level down. Defense level up.
행동을 개시합니다.
Okay, that makes their evade less powerful next turn. Saw that one coming. Ouch! Wow, literally one attack and we were staggered? Okay. Well. Let's see. Defense down. Unopposed. Okay, then let's get rid of one of those dodges. Offense level down. Unopposed again. Dang, we just can't stop them. They're just so fast. Well,
좋은 전략이네요.
Sinclair might die. Oh. Yeah, Sinclair might be dead.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Okay, that'll help. Offense level down. That is a lot of frenzy. Frenzy. Gain 3 attack power up and 3 fragile this turn. Change behavior does not gain instincts when attacked. When hit by an attack, gain 1 instincts. If this unit has 4+, enter frenzy. Okay. Also, this freaking music, banging? Actually, hold that thought, Sinclair. Okay. Dominating, let's go for that. Double neutral. You know what? Attack power up, it's another neutral. Dominating. Unopposed. Okay, let's see what we can do.
실행합니다.
Man, you really hate Sinclair. Behold.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가.
By the way, if you hold left click, you actually speed up that animation. I found that out myself. Okay, we're not doing any damage because we're debuffing them, but the extra protection, always nice. Let's see, we have a good chance to win that clash. Attack power down, right there. Oh, can we really not stop any of this? Oh. Yeah, Sinclair's dead. He's dead. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Boy, I really hope that's not gonna come back to bite us. Oh. Might even have to try and redo this fight. This is a rough fight. My biggest issue, we're just not fast enough to clash with them. Like, that's pretty much the biggest issue I'm coming across right now, is clashing with them is really difficult. If we were able to stop their attacks, this fight would be significantly easier, which I get that's the point. You gotta try and play around that, but... Oh, that's a stagger. Ouch. Oh. Holy. It's a good thing he has so much bind, because we can actually try and stop that. Holy crap, look at that potential damage. Plus 500%, oh my god, okay. Hopefully we can win some of these clashes, because this is going to hurt. Okay, his evade will be less effective next turn. Ouch. That was his only attack, though. Go!
순서에 따라 대상을 제거합니다.
Ah. Well, at least he low rolled when he actually hit. Okay, we're bleeding for a lot, though. Dominating. Although we might still lose it. Favored. Gain some protection. Unopposed to bolt. Very cool. Struggling. Ah.
행동을 개시합니다.
Okay, that's definitely going to be a death, I think. And it's Heathcliff, which really sucks, because he is really important. Faust is decently important too, because she's getting us a lot of SP. But Heathcliff is significantly more important. Okay, let's try and chain him down. Dominating. Unopposed again. Dang it. Yeah, Heathcliff's gonna die. Pretty good damage, though. Fortunately, it didn't matter. But he's debuffed for next turn.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Did he purge his debuffs? No, they're still there. They're just hard to see. He has 4 attack power down, so technically he's only 1 attack power down right now. At less than 50% HP, enters Frenzy every turn. I thought something was a little strange. Okay. Oh boy, Faust is next up on the chopping board. Dominating. We want one of them dead. Okay, he's dead. He's guaranteed dead. Actually. He might not be dead anymore. Crap. We needed Faust to hit.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Okay, note to self with these guys. We gotta focus one at a time. We can't do the usual spread out the damage because it will absolutely screw us. Okay, he's dead. Holy crap. Yeah, she's just dead off that. Wow. Okay, it certainly went better this time. These guys are apparently weak to slash. Found that out the hard way. I brought a little bit of a mixed team. 2 slash, 2 blunt, 1 pierce. Slash has been doing the best. However, we did still have 2 deaths. So, not great on that front, but oh well. Ego Gift Get. At the start of the turn, allies with less skills have the following. If the unit took no damage from attacks last turn, apply 2 haste and defense up. If unit took attacks, apply bind and attack power. Interesting. Okay, well. Nope, can't move. We reach the next floor. All around us were torture devices. Bits of flesh, gore, and dying townsfolk succumbing to pain. The least bearable of all is a periodic whistling. Oh god, they're gonna get buffed again! Ugh, what's this odor? The sinners frowned at the olfactory assault. Following their eyes, you find an inquisitor collapsed on the floor. Definitely dead. The smell must be coming from the rotted corpse. While everyone was hesitant to approach, you see something sparkle. Seems to be something amidst the writhing manes. What do? Run a gluttony check, pass to gain an ego gift, fail to lose HP and SP. You know what? We're going for it. We need the extra power. A sinner easily enticed by trinkets and baubles would probably be willing to dig through this morbid mess to take the item. On the other hand, someone uninterested in such things will not be happy to do the order. So be it. Really? Another 50-50? Do we have anybody with gluttony? But you can't even hit the threshold. I guess just leave it to Gregor? Oh, another 50-50, dude. Now, when it says very high... Well, you know what? Actually, wait a minute. We are at 45 sanity, so our chance to get a heads is, like, higher, isn't it? I don't know. Just go for it. 50-50. Here we go. Oh! Might not have been worth reaching into a corpse for it, but it'll prove useful. Took the sigil and left the room, comforting the sinners who were retching at the sight. End corpse seal.
훌륭한 작전 덕분에 승리했을 뿐입니다.
Okay. Used in certain events, expires on use. Right. So let's go down, battle, left, double event. You hear snappy mechanical noises through the closed door. Sounds like a cry for help. As you focus your attention, you begin to hear footsteps. Steel. Those are the clangs of steel. Sinclair froze. It looks like an inquisitor is coming for them. What will you do? Alright, this is all about Sinclair, so we gotta buff him up as much as we can. Combat encounter. I knew I could count on you. Sinclair jumped in as soon as you told him what to do. As you expected, a number of prosthetic people were bound by ropes. Get out of here, quickly! As soon as he untied them, they hurriedly ran out of the room.
The heretics!
We were a little late to leave. Inquisitors shouted as they entered the room. It seems conflict is unavoidable. A sign now has 3 strokes. What to do? I don't know. The passage was red hot. Yeesh. That'd melt my shoes. The sinners carefully approached the road, only to retreat from the overwhelming heat. Something was written on the sign in front of the passage. Prove your humanity, and through weakness and separation, sear a path with mobilization. It took no time at all to figure out what that meant. What do? Ooh. Only available if the ego gift and corpse seal is in possession. Oh? We proved ourselves already, haven't we? A sinner suggested. It reminded you that you bore proof. Right, the seal! Tagging the seal on the sign caused the passage to cool in an instant. We were able to tread without a problem. Nice. We're gonna need that later. Oh wait, no, we still have it. Hey, easy. Alright, heal time. Good as new. Okay, boss up there. 2 hard events, right? These are, yeah, risky encounters. So we gotta go up here, but I want to see what this is. You see a pedestal adorned with the engravings of a nail and hammer. Must have something to do with Ncorp. Should you try to get some info, or gain an ego gift? Yeah. Upon the pedestal was a tome Ncorp inquisitors were often seen carrying. You take this chance to peek at a few pages of it. Ugh. The indecipherable content only gave you a headache. You decide to hold on to it for now and read it later. Whoa. When using a pride skill, boost it by 5% but lose 5 SP. Interesting. Okay. So we have to go for that boss, right? Ugh. Alright, let's just get it done with then. Oh, God! Really? Oh, man, this is gonna suck. Dude, 2 of these guys are already horrendous. If they have that counter, just don't even bother attacking them. That freaking counter is deadly. Okay. You know what? On Clash win, we're... Actually, hang on. Let's make her go last. Clash win, gain some attack power. Okay, win that clash then. If target took damage in the previous turn, yes. Attack power up, yes. Gain some protection. And then on Clash win, gain some attack. Okay, I think that's basically going to be our strategy. I think we found it, provided we don't just get absolutely nay-nayed. And, worst case, we reset, we just go down instead of up. Because I thought we had to go this way, but apparently not. It's just for a little bit of an extra challenge. Well, this ought to be good. We have 3 random events. We still have this, but I ended up going the other way for obvious reasons. Okay. A passage is written above the large gate. Only those who repent may find motion. Thorn yourself, atone through flagellation. It looks like it wants us to impale ourselves on spikes. What do? Wrath check, we lose HP, but we get an ego. Yeah! I'm down. Someone must step on the spikes. Oh my god, 50-50s again? Nope. Ooh, really good odds. Yes! Sinclair stood on the spike-laden device. He quietly nodded as he looked back with trembling eyes. A terrible scream echoed through the hall. Soon enough, the door rumbled open. Inside, an orange sigil was waiting to be picked up. We took the sigil and ushered the impaled Sinclair out of the hall. Well... Token of Atonement.
성공해서.
For the identity that undertook the rite, boost the power of lust skills by 2. Huh. Okay. Frickin' Sinclair. Going stronger and stronger. I like it. Okay. You find a row of glass containers in a corner of the main area. Inside them are dried organs and piece of life showing active movement.
A tragic display.
The containers can be easily opened. You could take one of the pieces if you want to. What do? Glowing Skull provides healing at low health, provides power up at low health, provides benefits after winning a clash. You know what? Clash benefits. That sounds really good. The slithering tongue attracts your eyes. I don't know about that. When you open the container and grab it, it flaps in your palm. You feel as though the tongue is mocking you. So you try to pick another one, but the other containers won't open. It seems you can only take one. You take your leave. Deal 10% damage in 1 clash. Okay. Fair enough. Next one. Hideously transformed N-Corp Inquisitors stood guard at the gate. You move to attack, but they don't appear to be hostile in any capacity.
Only exceptional ones are allowed in this place. To pass, you will prove yourself worthy.
You aren't exactly sure what they mean by proving yourself. What should you do? Only available if all 3 ego gifts, the token of innocent, tears, and atonements are in possession. What? Well, we already have a sign. If all 3 ego gifts, the tokens of innocent, tears, and atonement are in possession. What? Oh, I bet you those are battles, huh? We get them from battle. Oh my god, I bet you we get one of them from the frickin' boss encounter. Wow, okay, this thing is rough to get. So we have atonement. We must have missed either innocence or tears from that 50% that we missed. And the other one, I'm guessing, is from the boss. I mean, we do get healed. I don't know if it stacks past 3, but I guess... Alright. It seems violence will be our most straightforward solution.
Heretic.
The voice spilling out of that shaking jaw must be one of pure hostility. Allow me to help, manager. Sinclair tightened the grip on his weapon, determination quietly burning in his eyes. Okay. Okay, we have 4 stacks of a sign. So it does actually keep going. But what does that mean? Also, technically, we could go back and fight this for, I assume, an extra gift. But, yeah, I gotta be honest, I kinda don't want to do that. I mean, I guess we could. We don't know how good it is. So let's think. This is good for Sinclair. This is good for playing defensive. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to make too much use out of it. This is just good. This is decent. This is good for Sinclair. Yeah. Honestly, Sinclair... If Sinclair can win clashes, he's going to be doing an extra 40% damage. And then also gain +2 power. So, because +2 power from here, 10% from here, and then he has the skill... Okay, we can't look at him from here, but he has a skill where if he wins a clash, he does 30% more damage. So, technically we could go back and fight this, but this fight is rough. This fight is really, really difficult, so, you know what? We're just going to play it safe. We don't know what we're going to go against, so I'm going to go double slash, double blunt, double pierce. Slithering Inquisitor. Paralysis. Skill power -1 for each broken arm. Bleed and paralysis 3 times. Lose 1 instincts. On hit, raise stagger threshold, inflict bind. Ugh. Passive behavior. Okay. Alright then. Let's see. So we're neutral to all, that's okay. Inflict bleed. Unopposed. Favored. And attack power. So we're going to take a little bit of damage. That's okay. That helps. Paralysis should make him do a little less damage. Okay. Ow. Ow. Yeah, a little less is right. Okay. So right arm, left arm, left arm. Okay, fair enough. Then you know what? Let's raise our SP while we still have the chance. So neutral, favored. Okay, we're favored here. Favored. You know what? Just go for the attack then. Attack power up, unopposed. Inflict some bleed, also unopposed, dominating. Okay, we're gonna take a little damage, unfortunately. We're just not fast enough. Okay, that's a big heal. This will help us win a few clashes. 24 damage, that's not bad. Especially because it also hit both arms. If we could just stagger one of those arms, we'll be in business. Oh boy, you're getting a lot.
겨우 이 정도야?
Okay. Go for pure damage. I don't know why. Oh wait, no, Dawn's still alive. I thought she was dead. We're gonna take 10 guaranteed damage. Pained writhing, lose. Pain struggle. So he's gonna start hurting himself like crazy, but he's also doing a lot of debuffs to us. Both arms are broken, gain 5 fragile, inflict 10 poison every turn. Oh, very cool. He's gonna lose a lot of health though. Okay, dominating. Attack power up, unopposed to both of these.
해보겠습니다.
Let's hope that fragile's enough, and him doing damage to himself. It might be at this rate. We might actually be able to walk out of this relatively healthy. Well, as healthy as we can be. Nope. Never mind. Ouch. Okay. You know what? If we don't kill him this turn, we did. Favored. And this might be enough damage to kill.
금방 다녀올게.
Oh! The bleed damage though? If an ally takes a lethal attack, they heal 50% of their max HP, once per dungeon, and expires after activation. Fair enough. Oh, jeez. The area is transformed into endless hills of corpses, thanks to the Golden Bow's influence. Inquisitors in the midst of prayer to somebody can be seen. I see endless mounds of dead bodies. The Inquisitors were raising their arms in unison, as if to worship something. And there Cromer stood at the highest peak. She held out her hands in a prayer-like gesture towards the Golden Bow, atop an altar.
이미 자아심도가 열렸어요. 우리보다 먼저 황금가지와 공명했군요.
The fathoms of the ego are already open. I see someone has resonated with the bow before us.
대체 뭘 하고 있는 거야? 뭘 향해서 손을 뻗고 있는 건데?
Heck are they up to? What are they raising their hands for?
기도.
Prayer.
이건 무슨 소리죠?
What does it sound?
어디서 많이 들어본 소리인데 왜인지 머리가 간지럽고 기분 나쁜.
It's Christmas music. This feels awfully familiar. Somehow annoyingly tingly and unpleasant.
학교 종소리잖아. 어지간히도 학교가 싫었나 보군.
It's a school bell. It's a school bell. Our boy hated school that much, huh? Oh, the playful conversation seemed to lighten the mood of the sinners. Save for one. The one who should have been the owner of the fathoms still showed unease.
아니야, 보여주고 싶지 않아요. 제 기억은.
No, I don't want to show my memories. They're... Unfortunately, his plea held no power over the realm.
자, 모두 잘 들어.
All right, everyone, listen up.
쥐는 자께서 말하신다.
The one who grips so declares.
쥐는 자께서 말하신다.
The one who grips so declares.
이단들이 우리의 신성한 의식을 방해하는 것도 모자라 봉헌에 마땅할 재물에 눈독을 들이고 있다.
Not only are those heretics disturbing our sacred site, they are now after the offering that is rightly ours to consecrate.
불쾌하고도 불순하도다.
Disgraceful and defiled are they.
불쾌하고 불순하도다.
Disgraceful and defiled are they.
가서 죽어라. 그걸 두려워하지 마라.
Go forth and die. Do not fear your end.
황금의 재물만 있다면 너희는 무한히 살아날 테니까.
As long as the offering of gold is with us, you shall be brought back to life again and again.
쥐는 자께서 함께하시니 두려움 없도다.
We shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us.
쥐는 자께서 함께하시니 두려움 없도다.
We shall fear not, for the one who grips is with us.
그리고 싱클레어,
And Sinclair,
이리 와. 어서 내 손에 쥐어야지.
hurry over. You belong in my hands.
쥐는 자께 부려지는 것은 생애의 으뜸 기쁨일지니.
No greater joy than to be wielded by the one who grips.
쥐는 자께 부려지는 것은 생애의 으뜸 기쁨일지니.
Wow, you're just a real yes man, aren't you?
No greater joy exists than to be wielded by the one who grips.
나는
싱클레어, 동전은 가져왔지.
Did you bring the coin?
또래들이 모여있는 쉬는 시간은 늘 떠들썩하다.
Breaks between classes are always lively, since everyone gathers around to talk.
어른들은 때때로 그런 우리를 멀찍이서 바라보며 흐뭇해하고는 했다.
The adults would often watch us from afar and take this as a heartwarming sight.
하지만 어른들은 모를 것이다.
But there's something they don't realize.
조금만 가까이서 보면 떠들썩한 시간이 시샘과 과시, 우월감과 간교 등으로 뒤섞여 있다는 걸.
When you take a closer look, these merry interactions are brimming with envy, vainglory, pride, and guile.
그만큼 아이들은 교묘하다는 걸.
Children are crafty creatures.
옆반의 라훌은 아버지가 직접 양팔 시술을 해주신대. 심지어 아직 제대로 공개한 적도 없는 최신 기술이래지.
I heard Raoul, over at the next class, is getting surgery on both his arms by his father. Gonna be with some new tech that's never been shown before. How cool is that?
잡지에 나온 이 배우 알지? 우리 어머니한테 안구 시술 받기로 했다는 거 내가 말했나? 대기자가 너무 많아서 매니저랑 직접 와서 빌었어.
You know this actor that's on all the magazine covers? Did I ever mention they're getting an eye transplant at my mom's clinic? The wait list was so long, they personally begged that we move up.
한두 마디씩 던지는 친구들의 말에 나는 초조해진다.
I grow more anxious with each boastful story my classmates tell.
너는 뭐 없어? 라면서 쳐다보는 눈동자들은 금방이라도 비웃음과 멸시로 바뀔 것 같았다.
What can I share? Their expecting eyes pointed at me felt like they could turn into scoffing leers at any moment.
이건 비밀인데.
This is a secret, but
침이 꼴딱 넘어간다.
I swallowed nervously.
어쩌면 뭐 없냐는 말은 나를 향한 것이 아닐지도 몰랐다.
Maybe they weren't asking me for a story after all.
하지만 나는 그들의 야릇한 시선에서 벗어나서는 안 됐다.
But I had to keep their curious eyes on me.
그 순간 내팽개쳐질 것을 뻔하게 알고 있었으니까.
I knew for sure that I'd become an outcast the moment they looked away.
우리 아빠는 피사와 협약을 맺었어. 지금 개발 중인 기술들을 보더니 전폭적으로 지원해주기로 했대.
My dad Signed a contract with P Corp. He saw the technology he was working on and agreed to give their full support.
맙소사. 나는 대체 무슨 생각으로 그 사실을 털어놓았을까?
My goodness. Just what was I thinking when I spilled that?
그들의 눈밖에 나지 않으려던 공포에 섣불리 튀어나온 말이 화를 자초했다.
Out of the fear that I'd be isolated from my peers, I carelessly spelled my own ruin.
혹은 순간의 치기 어린 허세, 또래들 사이에서 잘 보이고 싶은 저열함이 뒤섞인 충동이었을지도.
Maybe I was compelled by some childish urge, or an inherent desire to be recognized by the other students.
기업 간의 비밀 협약이니 다른 사람들에게는 절대 말해서는 안 된다고 신신당부했던 아버지의 얼굴이 떠올랐다.
Now, Mill, this is a confidential agreement for our business. You mustn't tell another soul.
His insistent reminder echoed in my head. I could see his face.
와, 그게 진짜냐, 싱클레어?
Oh, is that for real, Sinclair?
피사면 그 날개 말하는 거야? 와, 완전 부럽다.
P-Corp? Like that wing? Wow, I'm jealous. Yeah, jealous.
대화의 중심은 순식간에 나로 바뀌었다. 주위에서 흥미롭게 쳐다보는 아이들의 시선도 느껴진다.
I became the center of conversation in a split second. I could feel the stimulated eyes of the other kids in class drawn to me.
우쭐함. 그건 꽤 달콤한 맛이었다.
Superiority was pretty dang sweet.
아마도 나는 저열한 허세에 휩싸여서 행동했던 것 같다.
I guess I was driven by a depraved craving for attention.
그러고 보니 싱클레어, 너도 곧 받겠네, 의체 시술?
Right, Sinclair, your procedure soon, isn't it? You know, the prosthetics.
당연하지. 제일 최신형으로 해주신다고 했는걸.
Yeah, of course. He told me I'll get the newest model.
저들이 만약 조금이라도 내 표정을 유심히 보았다면,
If they paid just a bit of attention to my face,
마뜩자라하는 내 얼굴을 분명 눈치챘을 것이다.
they'd have noticed the reluctance in my expression.
하지만 다행히도 그런 것 따위 알아채는 이들은 없었다.
Fortunately, no one ever pointed it out.
쉬는 시간이 끝나고 주위에 아무도 남아있지 않았을 때에야 비로소 자책감이 엄습해왔다.
A massive wave of guilt eventually washed over me after our break was over, and I was finally left alone.
비밀을 지키라고 했는데 아버지가 아시면 어떡하지?
I was supposed to keep that a secret. What if father finds out?
손톱에서는 어느새 피가 새어나오고 있었다.
Blood was leaking from my fingertip.
불안할 때마다 손톱을 뜯던 버릇이 기어이 화를 불러일으켰던 것이다.
The bad habit of biting my nails whenever I felt anxious ended up hurting me.
나는 그 버릇을 고치기 위해 손톱도 최대한 짧게 잘랐었지만
I tried clipping them as short as I could to work on breaking it.
대신에 살점을 물어뜯게 될 줄은 모르고 있었던 것 같다.
But I never considered that I might bite into my skin instead.
책상에 떨어지는 핏방울을 보면서 그런 생각이 들었다.
Watching blood droplets fall at the desk, I thought of something.
졸업을 하면 의체 시술을 받게 된다.
Once I graduate, I'll get a prosthetic replacement.
그러면 영영 상처날 일도 피를 보게 되는 일도 없다.
And then I'll never get hurt or see my blood ever again.
하지만 그게 정말...
But is that really...
너 피가 나네?
You're bleeding.
경쾌한 휘파람 소리와 함께 책상 위로 조그만 그늘이 진다.
Someone casts a shadow over my desk with a whimsical whistle.
말을 거니는 이름 정도만 겨우 기억할 정도로 교류가 없던 동급생.
She was a classmate I rarely talked to, so I could barely remember her name.
나는 당황스러움에 우스꽝스러운 말투로 더듬으며 대답했다.
Flustered, I stuttered out my response awkwardly.
뭐라고?
What was that?
있잖아. 네가 아까 한 말 진짜야?
Listen, what you said earlier, is it legit?
진짜야.
Yeah, it's legit.
그렇구나. 니네 아버지 진짜로 대단하신가 보다. 그렇지?
I see. Your father must be a real big deal, isn't he?
뭐 그렇지.
Yeah, I guess.
예상치 못한 찬사에 나는 부끄러워진다.
Your unexpected flattery has me embarrassed.
아버지의 훌륭함이 꼭 내 미덕이라도 된 것처럼.
As if my father's greatness was somehow my own.
그런데 넌 왜 그런 표정을 지었어?
Though, why did you make that face?
뭘?
너 말이야. 속으로 그렇게 생각했잖아.
You know, you were thinking it to yourself.
그러더니 고개를 숙이고선 내게만 들리듯 조용히 속삭인다.
Then she lowers her head and whispers for only me to hear.
더럽다고.
That it's filthy.
눈동자가 커진다.
My eyes widen.
속마음을 들켰다는 당황스러움도 있었지만
Not just because I was surprised by how she knew what I was thinking.
애써 숨겼다고 생각한 의중을 어떻게 이런 낯선이가 눈치를 챘는지는 도통 알 길이 없었다.
But the fact that a total stranger like her had been able to figure out exactly what I'd been hiding.
어떻게 알았어?
How did you know?
뻔뻔하게 부정하면 될 일을 나는 바보같이 허를 찔렸다는 표정으로 되물어왔다.
I could have gotten away with it if I just denied her accusations, but tactlessly, I asked her with that dumbfounded look on my face.
왜냐하면 나도 너랑 같은 생각이거든.
Because I agree with you on that.
나랑?
You agree?
통하는 사람끼리 많은 게 보이는 법이지.
You can see a lot from those who are on the same wavelength as you.
반가워. 난 크로머야.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cromer. Cromer, whatever.
그 이후로
Ever since then,
나는 크로머와 종종 이야기를 나누는 사이가 되었다.
Cromer and I became friends who'd talk often.
Hearing bells that may be familiar to some and new to others, we peek into Sinclair's past. He sits in the middle of a lively classroom full of chatty students.
우리 가족은 매일 아침마다 같이 식사를 해야 하는 규칙이 있었다.
As a household rule, my family used to have breakfast at the same table every morning.
온 가족이 식탁에 둘러앉아 이야기를 공유하고 격려나 농담이 오가는 따뜻한 시간.
It was a pleasant time when our whole family would share stories and encouraging words.
나는 그 시간이 좋았다. 그리고 그 규칙은 내게 한없이 부드럽고 오나기만 했다.
This keeps happening. Dude, it could be like 3 paragraphs and they talk for like 2 seconds. And it could be like 1 word and they talk for 3 minutes. Oh, it's so confusing. Oh well. That's okay. I just find it funny because it keeps happening and I'm just like, ah!
I liked those mornings. That rule was ever so kind and gentle to my heart.
내게는 너무 당연한, 바뀔 리가 없는 나의 세계.
A natural and unchanging world that belonged to me. My world.
그 세계가 슬쩍 위화감을 가지기 시작한 건
That world began to feel alienating one day.
나의 누나까지 의체 시술을 받고 식탁에 자리했던 그날부터였다.
The day when my sister sat at that table after her prosthetic transformation was complete.
아버지의 머리가 양철과 각종 전선, 회로로 이뤄진 낯선 것으로 바뀌었을 때부터 나의 세계는 점점 달라지기 시작했다.
My world had begun to change when my father's head was replaced with an unfamiliar contraption of steel circuits and wires.
가족들 간의 식사는 더 이상 따뜻하고 밝은 세계가 아니었다. 그것은 오히려 불편하고 말수가 줄어드는 불편한 경험이 되어 있었다.
Our family breakfast no longer provided warmth and connection. It became an occasion of detachment, where I talked less and less.
나는 의체로부터 태생적인 불결함을 느끼기 시작한 것이다.
I had started to feel an inherent abhorrence for prosthesis.
더러워.
That's filthy.
신체를 뼈와 살이 아닌 다른 무언가로 대체해야 한다는 것이 도통 마음으로 받아들여지지가 않았다.
My heart couldn't accept the idea of replacing one's flesh and bones with something else, let alone the need for it.
왜 우리는 의체를 사용하는 걸까?
Why do we use prosthetic bodies?
조심스럽게 이유를 물어보니 돌아오는 대답은 간결했다.
I carefully asked for an explanation, and the reply was simple.
인간의 몸은 고리타분하다는 것이었다.
The human body in its unmodified state is too old-fashioned.
먹지 않으면 배고파하고 자지 않으면 피곤해하고 다치기라도 하면 회복을 기다려야 하고.
It needs to be sustained with food, revitalized with sleep, lest it should fail from fatigue, and injuries take a long time to heal.
이 모든 것들은 한없이 비효율적이다.
All this makes the human body incredibly inefficient.
그러니 시간이 지날수록 의체를 사용하는 이들의 비율은 늘어갈 것이며 결과적으로 의체의 일상화는 곧 필연이라고 했다.
He concluded that prosthesis will grow more commonplace as time goes on, and ultimately become a regular part of our daily lives.
나는 속으로
I thought to myself,
그럴 거라면 차라리 도태되어 버리는 게 낫지 않을까? 라고 생각했다.
why don't I just fall behind the times then, if that's what the mainstream will be?
논리 정연하게 그 말에 반박을 할 수는 없었지만.
Though that wasn't an argument rooted in logic.
싱클레어, 의체 시술 받는 거 사실 마음에 안 들지?
Yo, Sinclair, you don't actually want to take the replacement procedure, do you?
나는 조용히 끄덕였다.
I nodded without a word.
하지만 부모님한테 솔직하게 말했다간 그들이 속상해하실 테고.
But your parents sure wouldn't like it if you confess that.
아무것도 할 수 없는 게 원망스럽지.
Isn't it frustrating that there's nothing you can do about it?
다시 한번 고개를 끄덕인다.
I nod again.
내가 도와줄까? 그런 것 따위 받지 않고 자유롭게 살아가도록.
What if I helped you out? You could live a free life with no worries about any of that junk.
어떻게?
But how?
그건 다음에 말해줄게.
That you'll find out next time.
그 대신
In exchange,
내가 너의 원망을 해소해주듯이 너도 나의 원망을 이뤄줘야 할 거야.
in return for helping you with your problem, you'll help me deal with the grudge of my own too.
어느 날 옆반에 데미안이라는 이름의 전학생이 왔다.
One day, a new transfer student named Demian was placed in the class next to mine.
전학생 주위는 언제나 사람들로 둘러싸여 있었지만
He was surrounded by a crowd every time I saw him.
사실 그는 그 누구도 좋아하지 않는 것만 같다는 생각이 들었다.
But I got the sensation he didn't feel attached to anyone around him.
내 눈에는 데미안이 그저 공기에 부유하듯 떠 있는 것 같아 보였다.
To me, He seemed as if he were almost floating in the air. He was aloof like that.
마찬가지로 그 또한 내게 별다른 관심이 없어 보였다.
Likewise, he didn't seem too interested in me either.
처음에는 그랬다.
That's how it was at first, at least.
그날은 지루하기 짝이 없는 공학 수업 시간이었다.
It happened during a boring engineering class.
칠판에서 자꾸 시선이 어긋나 결국 나의 눈은 어느새 창문 밖을 향하고 있었다.
My eyes kept drifting away from the board. And before I knew it, they were looking out the window instead.
그 창문 너머에는 산책을 즐기고 있는 그가 보였다.
Through that window, I saw him taking a walk.
그는 언제나 그랬던 것처럼 친구들에게 둘러싸이면서 옅은 웃음을 짓고 있었는데
Like usual, he was surrounded by his fellow students, wearing a faint smile.
그 웃음마저도 또래들과는 다른 성숙하면서도 외로워 보이는 낯선 웃음이었다.
Even his expression felt different from the kind someone his age should make. That smile carried a mature yet solitary aura.
그러다가 그가 햇빛을 받으며 조용히 머리를 넘겼다.
Basking in the sunlight, he stroked his hair.
순간 그의 이마에 무언가 신비롭고 붉은 것이 반짝이는 것 같았다.
I thought I caught a glimpse of some weird red thing on his forehead.
잘못 보았던 걸까? 순간적으로 햇빛이 너무 강렬하게 비쳤던 탓인지도 몰랐다.
Was I mistaken? Was it the blinding sunlight reflecting off his skin?
그러다가
And then
그와 눈이 마주친 것만 같다는 기분이 들었다.
I had the feeling I made eye contact with him.
여전히 창밖에서 아이들의 대화 소리가 들려왔고
Some students were still chatting outside.
나는 그의 시선을 느끼자마자 황급히 책상 아래로 눈을 내리깔았다.
As soon as I felt his gaze, I quickly averted my eyes and looked down at my desk.
그 기묘한 사건 이후로 데미안은 곧잘 친근하게 내게 말을 걸어오기 시작했다.
Ever since that strange incident, Demian started to talk to me in a friendly manner.
신기하게도 데미안이 내게 오는 날이면 크로머는 아는 척을 해오지 않았다.
Oddly enough, on the days when Demian approached me, Cromer didn't come to greet me.
다만 기회가 있을 때마다 내게 다가와서 약속에 대해 잊지 않았는지 재차 확인을 하곤 했다.
Nevertheless, when she had a chance to, she'd come and make sure that I remembered our promise.
난 종종 꿈을 꿔, 싱클레어.
I often have this dream, Sinclair.
그 꿈속에서 나는 아주 기다란 사다리를 타고 올라가지. 그러면 땅 전체가 한눈에 들어와. 둥지와 뒷골목, 외곽까지 전부 다.
In it, I climb an endlessly long ladder. Then everything down below comes into view. The nest, the back streets, the outskirts, all of it.
그런 다음에 내려다보면 이번엔 온 도시에 불이 꺼져 있어. 모든 것의 종말이 다가온 듯 말이야.
And then, when I look beneath my feet, all the lights are out in the city, as if the end of all things had come.
어떤 움직임도 보이지 않는 고요한 죽음.
Fallen into silent death, empty of any motion.
맞아. 그건 죽음 그 자체인 거야.
Indeed, it's a state of death itself.
데미안, 넌 외곽에 가본 적이 있는 거야?
Demian, have you been to the outskirts?
나는 두려움에 속삭여 물었다.
I whispered to him, frightened.
외곽은 누구도 가선 안 되는 곳이고 갈 수도 없는 장소였으니까.
He was talking about a forbidden place where no one could or should go.
싱클레어, 세상은 사람들이 정한 것처럼 가야 할 곳과 가지 말아야 할 곳으로 나눠지는 것이 아니야.
Sinclair, the world as people want to define it can't be divided into places of where you should and shouldn't go.
너는 이 둥지에 자유와 사랑이 존재한다고 생각하니? 외곽은 오히려 이것보다 풍요로워.
Do you think love and freedom could be found within the confines of this nest? Compared to here, life is much richer in the outskirts.
나는 오래전부터 생각해오던 것이 있었고 어쩌면 외곽에서 그 답을 찾을 수 있을지 모른다고 생각했거든.
There's something I've been pondering for a long time. I thought that's maybe where I could find the answer.
데미안과 이야기할 때면 나는 내 영혼이 조금 더 성숙해지는 것이 느껴졌다.
Whenever I spoke with Demian, I could feel my soul mature a little.
하지만 의체 시술에 대한 나의 두려움이라던가 크로머와의 기묘한 관계라던가 하는 건 대화의 소재로 삼지 않았다.
But I never mentioned my fears about the upcoming prosthetic procedure or my peculiar relationship with Cromer.
그는 나에게 이것저것을 궁금해하긴 했지만 나는 불어 말하지 않았다.
Even though he wanted to know more about me, I was hesitant to share my secrets.
내 안에 은밀한 두려움까지 끄집어내기에는 부끄러웠던 것이다.
I was too ashamed to bear my deeply hidden fears before him.
그리고 마침내
And finally,
크로머와의 약속의 날이 다가왔다.
the promised day had come.
싱클레어, 너희 집에 있는 지하실 말이야. 구경시켜줄 수 있어?
Yo, Sinclair, can you show me your basement?
그녀의 말은 너무나도 갑작스레. 그리고도 깃털마치 가볍게 들려와서
Her words struck me out of nowhere, yet they were as light as a feather.
떨어진 지우개를 주워달라고 하는 것만큼 당연한 부탁을 하는 것만 같아. 나도 모르게 긍정하려는 것을 간신히 막아야만 했다.
She asked me as though it were something as simple as picking up an eraser, and I almost caught myself agreeing to it.
우리 집 지하실은 왜?
Why our basement exactly?
내가 우연히 들은 이야기가 맞다면 그곳은 엄청난 곳과 연결되어 있거든. 꼭 확인해봐야 할 게 있어.
If the rumor I just so happened to hear is correct, your house is connected to a scandalous place. There's something I've got to check.
하지만 부모님이
But my parents.
좋아하지 않으실 텐데. 그런 말들은 나조차 말해놓고 부끄러워지기에 차마 입 밖으론 꺼내지 못했다.
Won't like it. I couldn't even bring myself to finish this humiliating sentence.
내가 확인만 제대로 할 수 있다면 싱클레어.
If you let me check it out, Sinclair.
저번에 했던 약속 확실하게 지킬 수 있다고 보증할게.
I swear I'll keep that promise with you. Cross my heart.
지하실 열쇠를 몰래 가져와주면 길 안내는 내가 할 수 있으니까.
Just sneak me the basement key, and I can navigate just fine.
그녀의 말에 숨어있는 기시감을 끝끝내 찾아내지 못한 나는 천천히 고개를 끄덕였고
Unable to detect the faint, familiar feeling hidden in her words, I slowly nodded.
그렇게 악의 세계가 우리 집 한가운데에서 시작되었다.
Thus, the world of evil began there, right in the middle of our house.
부모님의 눈을 피해 지하실 열쇠를 몰래 훔친 후 나는 약속했던 대로 크로머와 만나 지하실로 내려갔다.
After stealing the key without my parents noticing, I took Cromer to the basement of my estate as I had promised.
크로머가 안내한 곳은 지하실 속 좁은 환풍구였다.
From there, she led me to a dirty air vent.
환풍구를 한참 기어가자 어둡고 매캐한 냄새가 가까워지고 쥐들이 돌아다니는 것 같은 소리가 났다.
Crawling in the unlit vent for a while, a dank, grimy odor and the sounds of small critters scuttling about assaulted my senses.
옷은 점점 더러워지고 있었고 목은 말라오며 집에 돌아가고 싶다는 생각이 간절해져만 갔다.
My clothes were stained with filth, my throat was parched, and I was overcome with the desire to go back.
그때 여태까지와는 다른 냄새가 주변을 감싸고 있다는 사실을 눈치챘다.
That's when I noticed that the smell my nose picked up had changed from the stench so far.
너도 느껴지지?
Can you feel it?
크로머가 속삭이는 소리가 들려왔다.
Cromer whispered to me.
앞에 뭔가 있는 거야.
There's something up ahead.
만약 돌아가야 할 마지막 기회가 남아있다면 지금일지도 몰랐다.
This might have been the last chance I had to turn back.
지금이라도 그녀를 만류하고 온갖 달콤한 회유를 끼얹으며 다음을 기약하는 게 나았을지도 몰랐다.
It might have been better to dissuade her with all kinds of sweet placations to leave and come back later.
그녀에게 그따위 사탕 발림이 통하지 않을 거라는 것을 알면서도
Even if I knew that empty flattery wouldn't work on her.
하지만 나는 갑자기 사악한 호기심이 들기 시작했다.
But before I could try, a vile curiosity came over me.
처음으로 악당들과 같은 세계 속으로 걸어가고 있다는 느낌이 들었다.
I was entering a world where villains belonged for the first time.
왜였을까?
And for some reason,
나는 돌아가는 것을 포기했다.
I gave up turning back.
그게 마지막 기회라는 것을 어렴풋하지만 확실하게 알고 있었으면서
All while knowing in my heart that I was squandering my last chance.
그 광경은 정말이지 두 번 다시는 보기 힘들 정도로 끔찍한 장면이었다.
Oh, the loathsome sight I had to witness. It was something I couldn't think to behold twice.
이걸 단순히 괴물이라고 표현할 수 있을까?
Could monstrosity be an apt description for what I saw?
그러기에는 지성이 있는 것처럼 보였고 인간이라고 하기에는 어딘가 단단히 잘못된 듯이 보였다.
It seemed too sentient for that. Yet it also seemed decidedly wrong to say that it was even remotely human.
두려움에 몸부림치며 나는 이 세계에 발을 들인 것을 후회하기 시작했다.
Shuddering in fear, I started to regret stepping into this world.
왜 기회를 걷어차고 나서야 다시금 기회가 올 수 없을지 기원하는 꼴불견 같은 짓을 하는 걸까?
Sinclair, you idiot. Look at yourself. Hoping by some miracle to get another chance right after you've wasted it.
그런 후회와 함께 이건 아마 죽을 때까지 잊을 수 없는 장면이 될 거라는 확신이 뇌리를 파고 들어왔다.
Along with my regret, I had the feeling that I'd never forget what I saw that day until the moment I die.
그럼 나는 돌아가야겠어.
Cromer, I've got to go back.
하지만 크로머는 달랐다.
On the other hand, Cromer was enraptured.
그녀는 아주 황홀한 일생에 대단한 무언가를 마주한 사람처럼 하염없이 그 풍경을 보며 취해 있었다.
She was mesmerized by the scene, watching intently as though she had made a discovery of a lifetime.
어떤 말도 들리지 않는 것처럼 보이는 크로머를 두고 나는 뒤로 기어갔다.
Leaving Cromer all enamored to herself, I crawled backward for the exit.
왜 우리 집 근처에 그런 끔찍한 곳이 연결되어 있는 걸까?
Why is my basement connected to such a horrid place?
왜 크로머는 이 사실을 알고 있는 걸까?
How did Cromer know this?
왜 크로머는 두려워하지 않는 걸까?
Why isn't she scared either?
뒤에서 바람을 타고 크로머의 오싹한 휘파람 소리가 들리는 것만 같았다.
I could almost hear Cromer's spine-chilling whistles with the wind blowing from behind.
다음날 크로머는 아무렇지 않게 학교에 나왔다.
The very next day, Cromer came to school as if nothing had happened.
싱클레어, 내게 귀중한 것을 보여줘서 정말 고마워.
Sinclair, thank you so much more for showing me precious things.
이건 내 보답이야.
Take these as my thanks.
그러더니 그녀는 정체모를 동전 2개를 내 손에 쥐어주었다.
She handed 2 mysterious coins to me.
항상 가지고 있도록 해. 알았지?
Always keep them at your side. Got it?
고개를 끄덕이지 않을 수는 없었다.
All I could do was nod.
그 후 매일 밤 환풍구 너머의 그 풍경은 악몽처럼 나를 괴롭혀댔고
Since then, the things I saw in that vent constantly haunted my mind.
나는 자연스레 크로머를 피하게 되었다.
I began to consciously avoid Cromer.
그녀를 바라보는 것만으로도 두려움과 기시감에 절여져 떨어들 내가 그려졌다.
I could picture myself involuntarily trembling in terror just by looking at her.
그러나 아직 크로머에게는 받아내야 할 것이 있었다.
But there was something I needed to take back from her.
지하실 열쇠.
The basement key.
만약 부모님이 우연이라도 열쇠 정리를 하는 날엔 금방 들통이 날지도 모르는 일이었다.
My parents could find out at any moment. One moment of sorting the keys is all it would take.
나는 따뜻한 세계에 계시는 부모님을 처음으로 배신했고
For the first time, I betrayed my parents living in a world of warmth.
더 이상 그들의 세계와는 같은 곳에 있지 않다는 것을 확정당하는 것이 싫어.
I was afraid that
두려움에 떨었다.
I was afraid that my deviation from the world would end up becoming an irrefutable fact.
크로머, 이제 돌려주지 않을래?
Cromer, won't you give it back now?
뭘 말이야?
Give back what?
지하실 열쇠.
The basement key.
용기를 쥐어짜낸 어느 날
I mustered the courage to ask one day.
크로머는 예상치 못한 말을 들었다는 웃음을 터뜨려댔고 겁에 질린 나는 뒤로 천천히 물러섰다.
Cromer burst into laughter, as though she didn't expect this from me. Intimidated, I slowly stepped back.
무슨 말을 하려고 그렇게 쩔쩔매나 했더니.
Oh, and here I was wondering what you were struggling so hard to say.
좋아, 돌려줄게. 싱클레어, 열쇠는 이제 우리한테 필요 없거든.
Fine. You can have it, Sinclair. We don't need it anymore.
그리고 말이야.
And besides...
네 원망은 틀림없이 이루어질 거야, 싱클레어. 의치 시술을 받지 않고 싶다는 거 말이야.
Your grudge will most certainly bear fruit, Sinclair. You didn't want to get your procedure right.
약속 기억하지? 너는 내 원망을 이뤄줬거든. 그 보답이야.
You remember our promise? You fulfilled my grudge, so it's only fair that I pay you back.
열쇠를 받았다는 안도감에 사로잡혀 크로머가 무슨 이야기를 하는지 정확히 알아차리지 못했던 내 무지함을 저주한다.
I was too absorbed in the relief of getting my key back to realize what Cromer was really talking about, and I cursed my ignorance for it.
크로머가 말하는 우리가 누구였는지,
about what Cromer's we really meant.
왜 이제는 필요 없다고 한 건지, 내 원망을 어떤 식으로 이뤄주겠다는 소리인지.
About why she said it's not needed anymore, and how she was going to fulfill my grudge.
단 한마디도 묻지 않았던 내 어리석음을.
I didn't think to question a single thing, and for that,
후회하고 저주한다.
I regret my inaction. I curse my foolishness.
So you ended up giving Cromer the key.
어떻게 알았어?
How do you know that?
데미안은 말을 하지 않은 것까지도 모두 알아채는 능력이 있었다.
Demian had this ability to get a grip on things I'd never mentioned to him.
언젠가 그에 관해 물어보았더니 사람을 자세히 관찰해보면 알게 될 일이라고만 말했을 뿐 더 이상 자세히는 말해주지 않았다.
When I asked him about it, he just said it's something you learn by carefully observing others, and didn't elaborate further.
싱클레어, 앞으로 더욱 힘들고 괴로운 일들이 널 연달아서 덮쳐올지도 몰라.
Sinclair, a series of much more painful events may await you in the future.
하지만 포기해선 안 돼.
But you mustn't give up.
그 고통이 널 더욱 아름답게 성장시켜줄 거니까.
That pain will foster your growth into a beautiful being.
제 아무리 어려운 말도 데미안의 입을 거치면 모두 그럴듯해지고 마는 그에게는 그런 신비한 힘이 있었다.
No matter how complicated and perplexing those statements seemed, Demian's mystic charm made them all sound convincing.
그의 말을 들으면 나는 꼭 성장할 수 있을 것 같았다. 그럴 가치가 있는 존재가 될 수 있을 것 같았다.
Listening to his speech gave me the hope that I could really grow. I was hopeful that I could become a worthy being.
하지만 잘은 이해가 안 돼. 데미안.
Yeah, but I don't really get it though, Demian.
네가 알아내. 그런 다음에 나에게 답을 말해줘.
It's up to you to find out. Make sure you tell me the answer when you do.
말투는 부드러웠고 눈은 웃고 있었음에도 어째서인지 그래야만 할 것 같다는 생각이 들었다.
His voice was soft, and his eyes imparted pleasantness, but I still felt compelled to do as he said.
그 눈동자에는 분명 특별한 힘이 있는 게 분명했다.
His eyes must have held some kind of power.
눈만 마주치면 힘이 풀리고 무력해지는 특별한 힘.
Disarming those who make eye contact with him, sapping them of mental strength.
하지만
But
그렇다면 왜 일말의 언급조차 해주지 않았는지.
if that's the case, why didn't he warn me?
나는 지금까지도 궁금해지곤 한다.
Something I still ask myself to this day.
그날은 크리스마스 이브로 온 마을에 종소리와 기쁨으로 가득 차 있을 때였다.
It was Christmas Eve, and the whole town was filled with jingles and joy.
성야의 가호 아래에 나는 돌아가서 가족들에게 나름의 고해를 해볼 생각이었다.
Under the blessing of the holy night, I was planning to confess my sin to my family.
지하실 열쇠를 훔친 바보 같은 실수를 저질렀지만 나는 다시 모범적인 아들로 돌아갈 것이라고.
I wanted to tell them that I made the foolish mistake of stealing the basement key, and that I'd go back to being a good son.
그 시간 동안 나는 너무도 괴롭고 끔찍했다고. 내가 속한 세계가 얼마나 평화롭고 만족스러웠는지 절실히 깨달았다고.
At the short time I spent away from the right path was agonizing, and I learned how peaceful and fulfilling the world I'd been living in truly was.
그러면 가족들은 처음엔 잠깐 놀라겠지만 이내 날 그 낙원의 공간으로 받아들여 줄 것이다.
My family might be surprised at first, but I was sure they'd welcome me back into their paradise.
분명 그랬을 것이다.
That was how it should have been.
하지만
However,
원래 같았다면 정문 앞에 설 때부터 나를 반겨줄 로봇 강아지의 소리가 들렸어야 했지만 집은 고요한 밤 아래에 둘러싸여 있을 뿐이었고.
I was supposed to hear a robotic dog greet me when I stood at the gate, but my home was covered in silence and darkness.
뒤이어 내가 마주한 건 멸망에 뒤집혀버린 낙원이었다.
When I walked inside, I was confronted with a fallen paradise.
Sinclair, 도망쳐.
Sinclair, run.
누군가가 아버지의 머리를 내리친다.
Someone smashes my father's head.
녹슨 은색의 갑주를 입고 있는 괴상한 인물이다.
It's a disturbing individual wearing rusty silver armor.
인간되지 아니한 것들이 인간성을 흠모하여 거짓 감정을 남발하다니.
I would incite living non-humans to still admire humanity and display false emotion.
내버려둬 기도. 불순물들 특유의 생존 본능이야.
Let those impure things be, Guido. It's our survival instincts kicking in.
아니, 전기가 끊기는 것을 두려워할 뿐이라고 하는 게 맞나?
Or should I say they're scared of shutting down?
기계 파편과 피, 살점들이 공중에 튀었다가 다시 바닥으로 떨어진다.
Pieces of metal, flesh, and blood fly into the air before hitting the floor.
싱클레어, 너 왔구나.
Sinclair, you're here.
피와 살점이 묻은 망치를 든 채로 크로머가 다가온다.
Cromer approaches, carrying a hammer stained with blood and flesh.
아, 이거 말이야?
Oh, this thing?
난 옛날부터 저런 더러운 놈들이랑 조금만 엮여도 불결해서 참을 수가 없었거든.
Ever since I was little, I couldn't stand being involved with filthy affronts to humanity like these.
왜냐하면 나는 사람을 사랑하는 파괴주의자니까.
Wow, that wow, that cough took it out of me. Sorry about that. Because I'm a humanitarian who loves all things human.
그런데 그런 불순한 새끼들의 자식이기까지 하면
Now imagine how it feels to face the son of a pack of those affronts to humanity.
내가 널 어떻게 해야 할까, 싱클레어?
Just what should I do with you, Sinclair?
나의 다리는 힘이 풀린 지 오래다.
My legs have long given up.
입도 마찬가지다. 온몸의 모든 요소가 자기 멋대로 움직이는 것만 같았다.
My mouth couldn't move. It was as if my whole body refused to cooperate.
눈앞에 크로머의 발이 보였다. 차마 고개를 들 수도 없었다. 그렇게 가까워져서야 두려운지 눈이 질끈 감겼다.
I saw Cromer standing right before me. I couldn't dare to look up. Terror kicked in with the realization that she was so close to me, and my eyes shut themselves tight.
아버지와 어머니와 누나를 으깬 살점이 남아있는 저 망치가 나를 향해 다가올 거란 생각을 하니 견딜 수 없을 정도로 두려웠다.
The thought that the same hammer that crushed my father, mother, and sister would now come for me was unbearable.
하지만 아무런 기척도 없다.
But nothing happened.
의아해진 나는 조심스럽게 눈을 떠서 고개를 들었다.
Confused, I carefully opened my eyes and lifted my head.
크로머는 나를 바라보고 있었다.
Cromer was watching me.
언젠가 내가 책상에 앉아있을 때 자신의 이름을 알려주며 말을 걸어왔을 때처럼 완벽한 미소를 지으며
Making a perfect smile, just like the one she'd made when she first came to my desk and told me her name.
하지만 너는 내 영웅이야, 싱클레어.
Well, you are my hero, Sinclair.
그러더니 내 교복 셔츠 주머니에 손을 넣어 동전 하나를 꺼내간다.
She then reaches into my pocket on my school shirt and takes out a coin.
나에게 쥐어준 둔잎의 동전이다.
It's one of the two she handed me the other day.
앞으로 무엇이든 의심하고 불안해하고 끊임없이 나를 떠올리면서 겁에 질린 채 살아.
From now on, you'll doubt everything, be anxious of everything, and live in ever constant terror as your memories of me haunt you.
그러다가 때가 되면 내가 널 부를 거야.
And when the time comes, I will call for you.
어이, 이 아이를 안전한 곳으로 옮겨. 누구라도 손대면 내가 가만두지 않겠어.
Hey, someone take this kid to safety. Lay a finger on him and I'll make you regret it.
엄습하는 이명과 구둣발 소리 그리고 어지러움 속에서
Amidst the piercing noise, storms of heavy footsteps and disorientation,
나는 그대로 기절했다.
I lost consciousness.
정신을 차리니 햇빛으로 잔뜩 달궈져 뜨거워진 한낮의 골목길 한가운데였다.
When I came to my senses, I found myself in an alleyway at midday, heated by the sun.
난 그곳에서 멍하니 누워 있었다.
I stayed there on the ground, dazed and confused.
길가 곳곳에 아지랑이가 피어오르는 것이 보였다.
I could see haze rise from the surface.
싱클레어, 네 세계에 금이 갔구나.
Sinclair, a crack has been made in your world.
내가 데미안을 봤을 때 종종 느꼈던 위화감의 정체를 알 것도 같았다.
I felt like I was starting to understand what the strange feeling I often got from Demian was. Okay, debatably you could say it's Damien, but that's not how I've ever seen Damien spelled, so that's why I keep saying Demian. But if it is Damien, then, you know, hey, my bad.
어째서 그 아이는 항상 발걸음 소리가 나지 않았던 걸까?
I always found it weird how I never heard his footsteps.
왜 모든 건 고독하고 조용하게 어디에도 속하지 않은 듯 고요하게 다가오는 걸까?
Why does everything arrive in desolate silence as if it belonged to no world at all?
가족의 죽음도 악의 세계도 절망도
The loss of my family, the world of evil, all this despair.
그리고 너도.
And you too.
두렵니, 싱클레어?
Are you scared, Sinclair?
그는 내게 말했다.
He spoke to me.
모든 것을 관통하여 보고 있다는 듯이, 그리고 그 모든 것이 예정된 수순에 지나지 않는다는 듯이.
He had the eyes of a person who saw through everything, and the attitude of someone who predicted this series of events.
심지어 그는 알고 있는 듯이 대답을 기다리지 않고 말했다.
He didn't even wait for me to reply, like he knew what I was gonna say.
언젠가 전부 깨버린 채 박차가 오를 날이 오겠지.
One day, he'll break it all together and soar.
나는 전부 끄집어내진 널 보고 싶어.
Sus.
And I wish to see you completely bare.
입 밖으로 꺼내지 못하고 있던 나의 속대답이 어떨 것이라는 걸 이미 알고 있다는 듯.
He responded as if he already knew the answer I was hesitating on.
그러나 그의 말은 온기가 가득한 듯하면서도.
To be fair, I'm just getting a little impatient because I've seen how long this episode is. So that's why I keep, trying to do my own voice a bit quicker than I probably should. So, that's just me being impatient. Although his words seem to radiate warmth.
제대로 익지 않은 칠면조에 차가운 내부를 씹는 것만 같은 서늘한 기분이 들어.
I felt a certain chill, like biting into the cold insides of a half-cooked turkey.
나는 다시 한번 정신을 잃을 수밖에 없었다.
I couldn't help but fall unconscious again. Okay. Oh my god, what an endurance test. Also, we should not have taken Honglu. Ooh, this is about to suck. You know what? May as well. Use up all of the ego. Yes. Yes. Dominating. We didn't take damage. Double bleed. Okay. You know the drill. Focus one down. Make sure that they are defeated.
아직 살아 있을 거야.
Also, once again, sorry if you hear my fan. It is getting increasingly hotter and hotter in my room. I would open the window to make it a bit more, airy. But, can't really do that while recording because then everything outside is heard. So, because I'm like right next to the window.
Right arm broken. Good. That's what I like to see.
Actually, hang on.
Yes.
Defense down. Sinking. We didn't take damage. Our speed is higher. And he's going to be below 50%, possibly.
Take him out. Let none survive.
Okay, we staggered him. Yes. Bonk, bonk. Good.
What is cast?
모든 걸
yeet.
거둬들일 순 없었어.
84 damage. Yeah, I love to see it. Okay. Do I have any on-kill effects? I don't believe so. So, apply some bleed, take him out for good. Actually. You know what? Shield bash him, make sure he dies. Let's do... Dominating. He's above 50%. And then let's do some damage right here. Oh my god! Oh. Finally, we get a heal, and we didn't use up green skin, so that means we get to use it for the boss fight. I don't know what to expect, but I'm expecting the absolute worst. So let's bring our literal A game. Mega debuff. Heathcliff is OP. Sinclair was made for this fight. Who do we want to bring next? Faust will make sure that we high roll. Dawn? Dawn's pretty good at winning clashes. It's between these two. I'm gonna take Dawn, I think. Honestly, I think Dawn should do relatively good here, especially with our win clashes. Ego gift. I do kind of want to bring Otis, though. Otis might be better than Dawn here. I don't know what the boss is going to be weak to, though, so I want some relatively rounded damage. I guess Otis does still have Pierce and 1 slash. So let's think. Full blunt, full blunt, full blunt, Pierce slash. Full Pierce, full slash, actually. Okay, you know what? This will be fine. I think this is a relatively rounded team. Here we go.
어땠어, 싱클레어? 네 마음속에 나 있는 길에서 정답은 찾을 수 있었니?
Well, Sinclair, were you able to find an answer in your heart's path?
Cromer.
눈 그렇게 뜨지 마.
Don't give me that look.
아직 때가 되지도 않았는데.
It's not even time yet.
널 죽여보고 싶잖아.
You're making me want to kill you.
아니야, 참아야지. 당장의 재미보다는 더 중요한 일이 있으니까.
No. I should abstain. I can't let immediate entertainment distract me from the more important things.
싱클레어, 공명하기 시작한 황금가지를 회수하려면
The only way to retrieve a golden bow that's begun to resonate is...
알아요.
I know.
황금가지가 아니었어도.
Even if it weren't for a mission.
저 개새끼는 제가 찢어 마실 거예요.
I'd still tear that to pieces and drink up her remains.
싱클레어, 언제부터 그런 말을 배운 거야? 너 같지 않아 보여서 우습잖아.
Oh, Sinclair, when did you learn to act so tough? That's not like you at all. What a riot.
그래도 뭐 친구들도 많이 생긴 것 같고.
Still, well, I guess you've made some friends since then.
이번에는 도망치지 않을 거지?
You won't run away this time, will you? Fighting freaking White Knight, dude! There we go. Deep Thrust. Apply 6 bleed. Inflict end corp nails 3 times. If you have collected 3 or more of a sign, Sinclair gains 1 attack power up and 2 protection every turn. At the start of the turn, if the unbroken part has bleed or burn, heal 15... Huh? What? At the start of the turn, if the unbroken part has bleed or burn, heal 15% of max health and gain 3 attack power up. The healing and status effects gained are decreased based on the number of assign, down to 0. So we have 4. So she's not gonna get anything. She's screwed. Dude, we actually countered her? Oh, you're freaking in for it now, girly. Hang on. Pretty sure this is a copyrighted song, so if you see ads, it's not my fault, it's the song's fault. Always glowing! Courage to triumph fear. Turn start. Gain 1 attack power and 2 protection.
내가 무슨 실수라도 했나요?
We probably could have gotten more, but you know what? 4 will do. Oh wow, and we're fighting her like an abnormality too? Oh dude, she's a 10th? Dude. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Apparently a human is more dangerous than some abnormalities than we've been fighting, fair enough. Let's see, offense level down, we're favored. On clash win, gain more damage. You know what? Favored. Neutral. Gain protection next scene. You know what? Let's debuff her.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
Ah. Well, it was close. Ah! You know what? I think debuffing her was the right choice.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Yeah, debuffing her seemed to be the right choice. She freaking hits hard. Again! Clash win, we're dominating. This is gonna be juicy. Okay, clash win. We are favored. Offense level down, we're favored again. Gain some attack power, and debuff her once more.
해보겠습니다.
Okay, some extra haste. So, Dawn will have 4 extra haste next turn. Okay, she managed to dodge 1, not the second. Prepare to be debuffed once more.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Barely any damage, but you know what? The debuff is more important. So this ego, on hit, oh, I see. We gain 2 attack power down. Okay. That's kind of what I thought, but I needed to check. Also, Foss got staggered. Gaze of the one who grips. Staggered for this turn. Take 100% damage from Cromer. Oh, yeah, and she's going only for her. That's a problem. We, can't let that happen. That's death. Unopposed? Are you... Faust might be dead.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
Faust might be dead. Even with the speed down, we're still not faster than her. Ow. 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 Okay, so Blunt does nothing to her. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get some sanity back. Okay, attack power up. Let's, extra power. Dominating. Defense down. Let's do some tremor. Good. Good. Boy, we should not have taken so much blunt. How was I supposed to know, though? They've always been weak to blunt. I guess she is the exception. Ow. Ow. Probably weak to slash or something. Well, this fight's gonna be a little bit harder. Let's think. Beat her down. Clash her down. Okay. Faust is once again in trouble. Dominating. Ugh, unopposed. Not good. Unopposed again. Oh, Faust is probably dead. Go get him! Yes! 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 Rah!
달려라 루신한테! 정의는 승리한다!
23 damage, okay. Could have been worse, I suppose. Time to get beat! Bop, 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 bop. Oh boy. Yeah! You know what? You did the same thing to her. Okay, she's playing more defensively this turn. Dude, Faust is so dead. Faust is so dead. We can't block at all. She is absolutely freaking annihilated. Gain attack power. Try to get through one of those dodges.
교정에 따라 실행합니다.
Okay. That's stagger. Okay, that's fine. Heathcliff is a lot less useful in this fight than I would have thought. If anything, Sinclair and Dawn seem to be doing the most work. Although, the debuff is extremely useful. Accept the pain. Deal and take 100% more damage. Defense, skill, final power, -5. Interesting. Okay. Then in that case, we cannot lose these clashes. Because if we do, we gonna die! Attack power down, unopposed. Okay, and she's basically not gonna dodge it. Actually, in hindsight. Yeah, if she's basically not gonna dodge it, and we're doing 100% extra damage, freaking destroy her. Good. Her body staggered. Not that she seems to care at all.
지금이 기회입니다.
To attack power down. Time to feel pain.
순서에 따라 대상을 제거합니다.
80 damage.
행동을 개시합니다.
So close! So close! Oh my god. Okay, hang on. We got this. We got this. Attack power up. On Clash win, do more damage. Gain some sanity back. Try and hit.
행동을 개시합니다.
Good. Only a little more. Boom! You're not dying. You're not dying.
모든 결과들은
You're not dying.
파우스트가 알아요.
Oh no. Oh no. The sinners were fatigued and damaged, some already dead. As opposed to us, Cromer still stands triumphantly. She reaches for the inside of Sinclair's coat in what seems like a declaration of his fate.
자, 때가 됐어, 싱클레어.
Now then, it's time, Sinclair.
두 번째 동전. 마지막 기회를 가져갈게.
I'll be taking the second coin. Your last chance.
나한테 왜 그러는 거야?
Why are you doing this to me?
왜? 하필?
Why me?
싱클레어, 내가 왜 지하실 열쇠를 순순히 돌려줬는지 알아?
Do you want to know why I gave you back the basement key when you asked?
그건 말이지. 이미 이곳을 발견했기 때문도 열쇠를 복사했기 때문도 아니야.
Listen close. It's not because I'd made my discovery or baked a copy of it.
네가 나의 열쇠였기 때문이야.
It's because you were my key.
나는 말이지, 벌어질 수많은 미래를 들여다보는 방법을 알고 있어.
You see, I happen to know of a way to take a peek at the futures that might come true.
그 중에 너와 내가 함께 온 둥지를 돌아다니면서 곳곳에 퍼져 있는 모든 이단을 썰어버리고 다니는 미래도 보았지.
I saw one among them, where you and I travel from nest to nest, slaughtering heretics together all around the city.
역겨운 이단의 신체 슬하에서 성장한 너지만
Even though you were raised by heretics bearing revolting metal bodies.
그들이 역겹다고 느낄 수 있는 너였으니까 말이야. 재밌지?
Part of you still felt disgusted by them. Funny, isn't it?
너는 그 할버드로 이단들의 머리를 꿰뚫고
You would stab them in the head with your halberd.
거짓말하지 마.
Don't you lie to me.
나는 망치로 머리통을 신나게 박살내고
While I smash their heads with a hammer.
하지 마.
Stop it.
그 세계의 너는 정말이지 누구보다 자유롭고 초월한 듯 보였어.
In that world, you looked like the freest person in the universe, transcending everything.
아니야.
No.
거짓말이야.
거짓말인지 아닌지는
Whether I'm lying or not. Cromer suddenly cracked a wry laugh and stopped moving. The golden bow! The golden bow on the altar resonated with her cackle and began to glow brighter. Then...
시작됐어. 드디어 나의 최종적인 원망이 이루어지는 시간이야.
It's begun. At last, my final grudge will be fulfilled. A mass of flesh engulfs her lower half. From the hideous organic growth, bundles of ambiguous appendages stretch outward in countless numbers, as if desire and madness were made manifest.
자, 싱클레어.
Come, Sinclair.
나를 찢어 마셔봐.
Rip me up and chew me down.
할 수 있다면.
If you can, that is. Oh, dude, I don't got the health for this.
Cromer, the dreamer of human wholeness.
Prolast's visage, protoplast's wings, innocent flutters. What is this? On hit, bind paralysis, bind paralysis, bind paralysis, bind paralysis. You got enough freaking moves? You got enough abilities? Huh. Is this a melee song? It is, seemingly. Oh my god, dude. 4 passives. Frickin' whatever!
So be it! I will do what I must.
Dominating! Unopposed. We are not able to hit it. We just gotta deal with it. Unopposed. Oh, she is just like focusing down Sinclair. Unopposed. She's just too fast. Tremor. Yeah, Sinclair's dead.
행동을 개시합니다.
Not a lot we can do about it. Actually, there's a revive. Good thing we kept a hold on that. Sinclair's probably the most important person here. And there goes Faust. Okay. Crap. Dominating. So what is this? It's all the more. Although she does have a left and right arm. Something tells me the maw will be a little bit more important to take out, though. Jeez, she's got a lot of health. Right arm took a little bit of damage. Let's gain some protection. Go for the arm. Can't clash with any of it. Well, we can, but it's hopeless, literally. So let's go for the maw.
교정에 따라 실행합니다.
Okay. Good. Oh, now she's weak to blunt. Okay, so bringing blunt is actually important. We just had too much. Fair enough. Oh. Wow. Frickin'. Do what we must. Dominating. Unopposed. Can't stop her. That's our third dead character then. Wait, no, bleed!
달려라 루신한테. 정의는 승리한다.
Dawn is not good here. Oh, that bleed is bad. Also dead. 67 damage? What, just for free?
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Let's try and reduce that. No, she gets instinct? How much do you get? Noble purification, fragile bleed, fragile bleed, fragile bleed. If target's HP is below 30% plus 100% damage. Head hit. If target was below 30%. Wait, what? Oh, I see. You literally just get to kill people if they're below a certain health threshold. Very cool. If HP is below 30% plus 100% damage, inflict 5 fragile, 5 bleed. Starting with turn 3, become ecstatic every 2 turns. Unknown. We don't know what ecstatic does. Plus 15 damage up? 15 damage up? Really?
교정에 따라 실행합니다.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. Oh, oh. You have so much haste.
출진이다.
Oh my god, and we have to one-shot it? Frickin' no way! We have to one-shot this fight? Oh. Yeah, that seemed perfectly fine. Okay. Yeah. Well, there goes, all my progress. Here I was thinking I was doing pretty good. As it turns out, I was completely wrong. Cromer is breathing heavily. Perhaps it's a side effect of the transformation. Her posture is unstable, and her eyes are looking elsewhere. With her focus disrupted, we might be able to land a critical strike. Who will seize that opportunity? Sinclair, buddy, you gotta try. Sinclair circled around Cromer's fleshy mass to disorient her. Soon enough, she let her guard down. Sinclair didn't miss the chance to deliver a devastating blow. That seemed pretty effective. A deep, indelible wound was left on Cromer's body. Could this be it? Cromer, the dreamer of human wholeness, was staggered.
다행이에요. 성공해서.
And with that, so ends the reign of Cromer. She was left as no more.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
해냈어요.
A fleshy hill exuded potent acid, melting Sinclair's legs. All the other sinners were being dissolved by the caustic secretion, too. He trips and hits the ground. No, perhaps I should say he was thrown off his feet. In spite of that, he still crawls towards Cromer.
그래, 그거야. 고통스럽지, 증오스럽지. 전부 받아들여. 남기지 말고 모조리.
Yes, that's it. It hurts, doesn't it? You're filled with rage, aren't you? Accept it all. Welcome it with open arms.
나를 봐. 가장 순수한 인간에 가까운 이 모습을. 이 육체와 살기를. 너희들 누구 하나도 범접 못할 순수함을 강력함을.
And watch me. Watch my glorious body. Closer to the purest form of humanity than ever before. This flesh here. The sheer, unmatched strength of purity.
싱클레어, 너 지금 너무 인간답다. 너도 나처럼 될 수 있는 거야.
Look at how human you are. You can become like me too. Oh, you're...
싱클레어, 사실은 무서웠지. 가족도 잃고 모르는 사람들이랑 버스를 타고 돌아다니면서 하고 싶지 않은 일을 억지로 하고.
Sinclair, you were scared all along, weren't you? You lost your family and had to ride a bus with these strangers, forced to do things you didn't want.
사실 네가 있을 곳은 여기가 아니라는 마음이 들었지.
You knew in your heart you didn't belong there, right?
도망치고 싶었지. 다 그만두고 싶었지. 그렇지.
Didn't you want to run? Didn't you want to quit it all? Am I wrong?
반드시.
I swear, I...
함께하자. 싱클레어, 피하지 말고 받아들여. 나의 원망을 완성시켜줘.
Well, someone's acting a little bit crazy.
And that's to say the least. Captain Obvious has struck again. Until next time. Join me, Sinclair. Don't avoid this. Embrace it. Complete my grudge. The arm Sinclair was using to hold his weapon was growing limp by the second. He nevertheless continues in Cromer's direction.
고통을 받아들여야 해. 우린 고통마저도 초월한 순간에야 다시 태어날 수 있어.
You must accept the pain. Only when we have transcended suffering itself can we be reborn.
살점을 채우고 피를 쏟고 가장 인간다운 것을 매 순간 늘려가면서.
Bloat the flesh, spill the blood, adding on the most human things each second.
만인의 도시에 존재하는 불순물이 걸러진 가장 순수한 세상으로.
To the purest world where the impurities plaguing the city of all folks have been filtered out.
엄마, 아빠, 누나.
Sinclair vacantly mutters, looking at the faces of his now dead fellow sinners. I couldn't leave him like this. Sinclair, listen to me. I'm embarrassed that it took me so long to take action, but it was better late than never. Act like the manager I am. I know you think a lot. I know there's a lot going on in your head that you can't share with others. That's how he was. Worried that he might be a burden, he constantly put his mind through doubts and ruminations, most of which he never let on about. He's chewed up many a thought in the form of guilt.
가족들은 나 때문에 죽었어.
My family died because of me.
말해서는 안 되는 것을 말해버렸어.
I said stuff I really shouldn't have.
그래, 모두 네 잘못이야. 그러니까 받아들여. 그래야 완전하게 거듭날 수 있어.
Exactly. It's all your fault, so embrace it. That's the way to become wholly reborn.
나를 따라와. 내 손에 쥐어주는 거야.
Follow me and rest in my grip. Don't listen to her. You have to see. Look at her. Observe her carefully. Alas, my voice didn't seem to reach him. Sinclair's weapon leaves his hand and lands on the ground. His advance for Cromer has stopped. Yep, looks like this is the end for us. I can feel my body melting into the mound. I knew I died trying to play the proper manager sooner or later. But, Sinclair, I have to tell him more. I have to tell him that Cromer's spewing a heap of lies, threats, hypocrisy, and exaggeration. Every nerve in my body is screaming that I shouldn't give up on him. I can feel the burning pain of my melting body. Look closely, Sinclair! Not with your eyes, but with your heart! I screech at Sinclair. Only then will you see what matters most.
그래야만 가장 중요한 것이 보일 테니까.
In that moment, someone quietly appeared.
가장 중요한 것을 볼 수 있다면
What the fuck? Imagine. The first time I cuss and it's like right here. Nah. Maybe that'll happen for a sub special. I doubt it. Honestly, no promises. It's probably never happening.
And when you could see the things that matter most.
얕은 겁박이나 속임수로 네 자신을 죽이지 않아도 될 거야.
You won't have to stifle yourself with shallow threats or cheap tricks.
그렇지, 싱클레어?
Isn't that right, Sinclair?
He moved with grace and airiness, as though he floated in the air. He seemed lighter than anyone else, unbound by anything. Contrary to his impression of freedom from all worldly belongings, an oppressive air seemed to accompany every step he took. And, with just a wave of his right arm, Cromer's upper body vanished in a clean cut.
데미안.
네가 스스로 운명을 바꾸었구나, 싱클레어.
You've changed your own fate, Sinclair.
너는 아직 겁쟁이도 아니고 영웅도 아니야. 두려움 역시 완전히 놓진 못한 것 같네.
Right now, You're neither a coward nor a hero, but you've still yet to let go of your fears completely.
그때도 말했지? 누군가를 두려워하는 건
I've said it before, haven't I? When you fear someone,
그 누군가에게 자신을 지배할 힘을 내주었기 때문이라고.
That's because you gave them the power to have control over you.
맞아. 그리고 나는 다른 사람이 너를 길들이는 게 싫어.
That's right. And I don't want anyone else to domineer over you.
그래서 저 크로머를 사라지게 했어.
Which is why I got rid of that Cromer.
The man referred to as Damien started to walk. He took airy steps as though he were embarking on a light trip.
세상은 곧 새로운 탄생을 향해 갈 거야. 그리고 그곳에는 아주 소수의 사람만이 갈 수 있어.
The world is about to head for a new birth, and only a few individuals can get there.
싱클레어, 너도 그중 하나야.
You're one of them.
Sinclair fainted before he could answer. Damien slowly made his way over to me.
크로머는 옛날 옛적에 사람들이 믿었다던 신님이 되려고 했어. 싱클레어는 그 걸음이 될 뻔했고.
Cromer attempted to become a god, like those which people of the past were said to believe in. Sinclair almost became her stepping stone.
하지만 알은 혼자서 깨야 하는 거야.
In the end, though, one has to break an egg on their own.
크로머는 꽤 노력했어. 싱클레어가 첫 번째 동전을 잃을 때와 똑같은 상황을 만들려고 이런저런 수도 쓰고 말이야.
Cromer put in quite a bit of effort, doing this and that, to create a throwback to the first time when Sinclair lost his first coin.
크리스마스까지는 시간이 많이 남았는데.
Irregardless of the fact that Christmas is still a while away.
결국 자기들이 그렇게 싫어하던 가짜를 꾸미고 있었다는 건 아이러니야, 그치?
It's ironic that they resorted to creating false imagery, something they loathe so deeply. Don't you think so?
What are you talking about? Who are you?
반가워, 단테.
A pleasure to meet you, Dante.
I love our reaction. Legit just, who though?
당신이 잠깐 동안 싱클레어를 길들여줄 어른이구나.
So, you're the adult who will condition Sinclair at the moment.
내가 누구인지 그리고
As for who I am,
무슨 말을 하고 있었는지는 때가 되면 알 수 있을 거야.
and for what I was talking about, you'll see in due time.
싱클레어가 마음의 힘을 굳게 믿고 날아올라서
When Sinclair takes flight with unshakable faith in the power of the heart.
아름다운 별과 하나가 될 날이 올 때.
Right, when he becomes one with beautiful stars.
그때 나는 다시 돌아올 거야.
That is when I'll return.
그날까지 싱클레어를 잘 부탁해, 단테.
Take good care of Sinclair until then, Dante.
You can hear me?
나는 모든 지적임을 들을 수 있어, 단테. 당연히 당신의 목소리도 들릴 수밖에.
I can hear all sorts of chirps and trills, Dante. It's only natural that I hear your voice.
언제나
As
그렇듯이.
always.
Yeah, whatever.
가장 중요한 건 눈에 보이지도 귀에 들리지도 않으니까 말이야.
What matters most is something you can't see or hear.
The boy with a blue scarf vanished without notice. By the way, is he supposed to be Derfratius? Because I noticed he kind of had like the little circle Derfratius has before shooting, and then obviously the blue kind of... Although the ping is the thing that throws me off, because that's the sound of Butterfly. You know, the dapper butterfly dude who's all black and white with the two guns. Weird. Could have just been a reuse sound. I don't know, but regardless. After that, the mounds began to melt away. They dissolve into mixtures of flesh and mud. With them gone, a single golden bow appeared before me, spreading its warm light. Sinclair's world was gradually melting with the hills. I excruciatingly dragged what's left of my upper body across the floor to reach Sinclair. He was still breathing. And so was I. I figured I should still be able to turn the clock. Thus, that means I'm still their manager, and I should act like one. Plus, as I learned in my dying moments, I have to strive to become a more sensible manager. With all that, I need to tell him. It might have been your fault, Sinclair. But that's okay. Really. It's one small mistake. One anyone could make. Don't beat yourself up so much about it. I pat him on the back with my half-melted right arm. Sinclair doesn't reply. To be truthful, trying to identify someone to blame all this on would be a never-ending endeavor. From each of us going and carrying our sins onto the bus. To my loss of head and memory, accompanied by my involuntary appointment as the executive manager, at the root of all this, I might find no one but myself to blame. Staying bound by that fact, though, will only keep us from taking our next steps.
발견했습니다.
We found him.
I can hear multiple footsteps approaching our horribly incapacitated team. Virgilius must have figured we'd get into a mess and called the after team to scoop us off the ground.
이자인 것 같습니다. 지금 주입합니까?
This looks like the individual we seek. Do I inject it now?
다른 자들은 이자만 생존해 있다면 살아날 수 있다. 이자의 신체를 수복하는데 전부 쓰도록 한다.
The others can be revived as long as this one lives. Focus all resources on restoring their body.
I felt a jab in my shoulder, and then a strange sensation enveloped the parts of my body that had melted off.
그분이 지원해주신 HP 앰플은 3개입니다. 전부 주입합니까?
We're provided 3 HP ampules. Do I use all 3 on them?
재생 경과를 지켜보다. 필요하다고 생각되면 사용하도록.
Keep an eye on the regeneration process and use them at your discretion.
버스 녀석들. 하여간 특색 하나 잘 만나서 호강을 누리네. K사에도 인맥이 있고 말이야.
Lucky strappers. They're rolling in luxury thanks to having a color on their team. One with a friend in K-Corp at that too.
을 확인했습니다.
Confirm.
The voices around me start to fade. Sinclair's bawling lamentation dimly rings through the emptiness. Our third mission marked its sober end in dismal defeat. I don't know, it seems like we won. Even though we died, we won. Golden bow received. Even though we recovered the golden bow, we lost. We did not lose. We died, but we did not lose. Not the same thing. On the other hand, the bus was more vibrant than usual, possibly out of everyone's attempts to disregard the depressing outcome. It wasn't depressing. We won. Cromer's dead. N-Corp is in shambles. We got the golden bow. So what if we died?
닭꼬치 개수는 인원수에 딱 맞게 사왔으니까 모자란다는 소리가 들리면 범인 색출은 알아서 하도록.
I bought enough chicken kebabs. I know it's kebabs, but kebabs for all of you to have one. So if anyone didn't get theirs, go and put your detective caps on by yourself.
우와, 신기하게 생겼네요. 왜 닭을 꼬치에 꽂는 건가요?
Such curious cuisine. What's the intention of skewering chicken meat with a stick?
내가 살던 곳에서도 이런 음식을 본 것 같소.
I'm not even.
I may be familiar with this kind of dish. A kochi of the dak variety.
달콤한 냄새. 메피가 좋아하는 냄새.
A sweet smell. The kind Mephi likes.
Stimulated. Charon revved the engines. Karen was humming another familiar tune. I could recognize the song this time.
하론, 아직 크리스마스는 한참 멀었다고.
Karen, isn't Christmas still a long ways off?
카론의 흥을 깨지 마, 벌레 양반.
Don't put a damper on Karen's fun, bug guy.
카론이 크리스마스 같이 느꼈다면 그런 거야.
And this is this?
If Karen feels like it's Christmas, then that's that.
벌레? 아니, 귀껏 카론이라고 불렀더니.
But come on, I called you by your name for once.
뭐 그러면 그렉도 기사 양반이라고 부르든가. 왜 당하고만 살고 그래?
Well, why don't you settle the score by giving her a bus girly then? You know, tit for tat and all that. Virgilius was watching the scene unfold, leaving his food to cool and hardly taking a bite, even though he was the one who brought it all. Brought it all. Perhaps he's gone quiet because of Karen's song. It does come to mind that he said she was going through a tunnel. And then I turned my gaze to Sinclair, who was awkwardly laughing amongst the other sinners. If we're going through a long tunnel, what we do is wait for the morning to arrive, right?
뭐라는 거야, 단테? 이상한 소리 나고. 자, 단테도 닭꼬치. 아.
I don't think we can eat.
What was that about, Dante? Drop the goofy poetry and have a kebab. Come on, say ah.
관리자께서는 입이 없다.
There you go. Now someone's talking some sense.
Our manager has no mouth.
관리자님은 말 한마디 없이도 우리를 휘어잡을 놀라운 인재시니까 없는 것이다. 알아두도록.
The executive manager has no need for a mouth, as they're perfectly capable of commanding us without a word. Do keep that in mind.
아니, 그렇게 덮어놓고 딸랑거리면 안 지쳐요, 오티스?
Golly, don't you ever get tired of licking their boots so clean, Otis?
야, 이거 더 없냐? 멋있네.
Oi! Got more of this scran? It's peak.
이봐, 벌양. 라이터 줘.
Heyo, BG, give me a light.
줄여 말하면 내가 모를 것 같았어.
Thought I wouldn't know what that's short for? I thought about giving a speech to the sinners about how this fruitful yet unsuccessful mission changed my mindset. But I soon shelved the idea. I told Sinclair to not let a failure of the moment bind him, after all. Instead, I resolved to make up for this less than ideal outcome on our next mission.
저 붉은 아니 베르길리우스님.
Oh, Dawn. I bet you she's been thinking about this the whole time ever since she got freaking whomped. May I have thine attention, I mean, Sir Virgilius? What?
본인은 주의받은 대로 행동했다고 생각하네만.
I do believe I have acted with sufficient caution, as you so hath warned.
그러니 저 닭꼬치 하나 먹어도 되겠는가?
Oh! You said he brought it up for everybody. That doesn't exclude you. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't want you to frickin' bamboozle our missions, not to not eat. Thusly, if I may, would you allow me to lay claim upon a skewer?
그러던지.
Go right ahead.
As Dawn's excited jubilation adds a layer of vigor to the already lively bus, the message I couldn't speak, but one I'm sure has been conveyed in one way or another, spreads between us. And so, the morning came.
마구잡이로 때려 부숴놨지.
Wow, 18%. He did 18% and he did 4,000 damage? Freaking whatever, dude. He also took the most damage, I think. Freaking, wow, Rodion and Otis took 0 damage. No, Yisong took 0 damage. And Gregor we basically just used for the final boss. And he still managed to pump out, like, a ton of damage.
당신이군요.
Well, alright.
오늘은 장화가 있는 날이라 좀 바빠요.
Do you
다음에
mind?
이야기하죠.
Thank you. Alrighty, so with that is going to do it for what is currently available for the Limbus Company. At the moment, there are only 3 chapters, as far as I know. Yeah, so there's only 3 chapters, not counting the tutorial. But at the end of the day, we managed to 100% all 3 chapters, and we are finishing the game at level 30. We're literally a fraction of an inch off leveling. I'm considering that level 30. So yeah, all in all, pretty enjoyable experience. I gotta be honest, Cromer was really hyped up. I did her 4th try, kinda underleveled. So, then again, I know some people have probably already done her with, like, I beat Cromer with one character who was level 1, and it was super easy. And they were level 1, they were up tie 1, because they go up to 3. They're up tie 1, level 1, and they're solo, and I still beat her. I'm sure people have done that. But I'm pretty proud that 4th try, we actually got through Cromer with all level 24s. That, to me, feels pretty dang solid. Would it have been easier if we had some higher levels? Yes. So my final team, I was thinking about, Gregor just has a lot of sustain, which is really important in that fight, seemingly. It means he can just tank attacks. Otis being able to give synergy with the extra damage, because Gregor and her both apply that extra damage dot, which is just so good in that fight. Sinclair, obviously, you kind of have to bring him. It sort of negates one of her passives, and he gets empowered in that fight, so it just makes sense. Faust seemed stupidly important because that SP, honestly, it's because of the ego gift we had that was draining so much of our sanity. But luckily Faust is able to very easily deal with that. Hong Lu, also very good. He just has passive sanity regen. He's also able to reduce attack power. Rodion, I think, would not have been very good. I'm willing to say she probably would have been super bad. And then Heathcliff and Ishmael, honestly, because they're both pure blunt, they didn't do very well. I kind of expected a little bit better from them, but overall they were not good in that fight at all. Mersault, in theory, would have been amazing. I mean, -4 attack power whenever he uses his ego is really strong. Not to mention the bind that makes it easier to actually clash with her. But as we saw in that final run, I didn't even need it. And in my experience, at least with the teams I was bringing out, it was just too hard to get his ego going. But regardless, that is going to do it for what's currently available for the Limbus Company. All in all, We got on the banner to level 50. We got to level 30 on the account. I used 1 PE box. So out of all the free-to-play obtainable boxes, there has been 21 boxes total. I believe you start with 10. And I have used 1, which is going to destroy my OCD for the rest of time. Not that I have OCD. But regardless, I believe that is going to do it for this episode of the Limbus Company. We will be back whenever Chapter 4 gets released, or if something of huge note comes as well. Whenever the next episode comes out, I will add on just a little thing of Refraction Railway. I would do it to this episode, but it is way too goddamn long. So, yeah, that's not happening. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.